Okay, hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Um, Want to do a random Sunday stream, so that's what we're doing today. I know it's not normally in my schedule, so we'll see who stops by. Um, Also, I'm working on ideas for behind me, so just ignore the whatever is going on back here. I'm trying to figure out like what I want for behind me. I have some like different ideas. I don't think I like this pattern behind me anymore, so I don't know. I'm gonna come up with something. Try to figure out something I can do. But let me make sure that this is running. All right. All right. So, how is everyone's day? I don't know if chat's working. Are you guys chatting? I see there's people here. Let me try this live chat thing. I don't know if any of you all are chatting. Okay, now I see a chat. Hey, Sarah. Yeah, this is Miss Kitty. She's staring at me. I think she wants attention or something. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. I didn't really like have a plan for today. I just kind of wanted to try going live more often. I don't know what we could do. Like we can always like mess around and look at like psychics or ghost videos or some crap like that. So that's always an option that we could try doing as well. I don't know what day of the week is a good day to like do a second live. I don't know if it's better to do like a weekend or a weekday. Hey Ken. Because normally I do a live on Tuesday, and see, Wednesday, Thursday is going to be a little bit too busy for me. Friday might be available to do a live, but it's kind of like I think Sunday, Monday, Tuesday will be easier for me to do a live. Except Monday is like it'd be late at night. So yeah, this is the fat cat, Miss Kitty. Hey, Miss Kitty. She just looks upset. Hey, Brian, how are you doing? But yeah, so I don't know what day of the week would be better to do a second live stream. So I'll have to figure that out. Um, it's like we could try to, I mean, we could try to do a Friday just because it's the weekend, right? And there's going to be like more people around too. And people can stay up later as well. So like we could try, I'm thinking maybe a Friday or a Sunday, like one or the other. Weather's much nicer than yesterday. Yeah, it's nice and sunny outside today. It's only like 3 degrees, but that's still warmer than winter, so it's still like nice out. It's not raining, it's not snowing, so um oh yeah, what day? There's supposed to be a day, I think it goes up to like 20. Oh, I guess it changed. They keep changing it because we're getting like rain coming in. Yeah. Once it's warmer, then we could just like go for a walk or something. Hey, Storyteller Snake. Yeah, no worries. You can always lurk. It's beautiful in Southern California. I imagine California is like gorgeous. Yeah. Cats always look upset or annoyed. Yeah, pretty much. For the most part, unless they're like begging for food, then they try to do the cute thing, right? But they know what they're doing. Yeah. Um. Oh yeah. Welcome, Ingir. Hello, Cats Gallery. Welcome, and James. Welcome. Uh. So yeah, we could like we could look at like ghost clips, or we could look at like psychics or something. Like we could do just something random. I didn't really like have anything picked out. Um I'm experimenting with ideas for like behind me as well. I think I might do like, I don't know. I think I might just get plain black and maybe do like a red lace over it or something. I don't know. I feel like it's too busy now with the pattern behind me because I changed the image to this tree thing, which I like the tree thing, but I don't like the little, I was going to do something with Ouija planchettes with those little um, frames on the wall, but I think it's too busy looking. So I'm going to look for something else. I think I'm going to look for like um, candlestick thingies or whatever, the candelabras that go on the walls. Oh, there's a word for them, I think. Do something like Stevie has. Yeah. I mean, I like the tree. I like color too, right? Like I like color against black, so I really like the tree that I got. Um, but I think I might just do some candelabra things that go on the wall and do some like I'll just put candles on it. And then behind me, honestly, I'm just thinking about there's windows and stuff behind me, so like I gotta cover it up. It's lighting from behind is gonna like mess with everything, so I have to use curtains behind me. Our cat peed somewhere before she was fixed, and I have to hunt down the spot and try everything to remove it. Ooh, yeah. I think like vinegar is the best thing to remove cat urine, as I've heard. Like it's better than like that product. You know, you buy those products, it's like really better to remove like dog urine, but cat urine like needs to be broken down like by something acidic, and vinegar is usually the best thing. Hey, witchy poo. But you gotta like soak it like a lot to actually break down cat urine. Unfortunately, that's why something I don't like about cats. So Um, you seem like an incense burner. What? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Um, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know if you want to answer that. I don't know what you mean by that. Oh man. But I don't know. Do you guys want to like do some reacting to ghost clips or something? Like we could do something like that. Well, let me get my 30% vinegar. Yeah, if I do cat urine, it's full vinegar. You gotta fucking break that shit down. Because other cats will smell it. Yeah, that product works for like dog urine, but cat urine like needs to be broken down a lot. That's the only thing that sucks. Hold on one second. Let me just hold on. My camera gets all weird when I switch scenes because it's Elgato. And I'm trying to connect these headphones. Working? There we go. Okay. Hey, Kristen. My mom was right. I'm going blind. What? What do you mean? What do you mean? Of course, you guys are going to see all my watch history stuff. Whatever. Hold on. I didn't set this up ahead of time, of course. Um, oh, it went black randomly. Yeah, I have to like turn off. I have to like disable the camera on my scene. I have to like go to this other black scene and then switch to this scene and then re-enable the camera. It's Elgato. Elgato's super buggy. Like it's really annoying. Yeah. Nature's Miracle has a urine cat solution. Expensive, but works. Honestly, vinegar just works better. Like, it's cheaper too. Also, I'm using a different chat plugin, Kristen. I don't know how delayed it is, so let me know how delayed it looks on your guys' end compared to that other night. My Gatorade is a little too frozen. No, streaming doesn't wear out your PC. Rendering videos is probably a better way to wear out your PC. Honestly, you can stream on a phone. Like, streaming honestly doesn't wear out your PC. Editing and rendering videos will, though. Playing video games will actually do it more, because that's when you're playing a video game, like, you're playing for hours on end, so, and it's constantly pushing your PC to its limits. Every video game does that, so. Also, I just got this new PC too, like in January, so it's very new. So we're good. Oh. All right. Do you guys want to watch? Do you guys want to go through like some video ghost clips, or do you want to look for a psychic, which I don't have one planned? But well, I mean, I have a list of psychics. Everyone keeps sending me psychics. Hold on, we could bring up the list. Hey, Victoria. Yeah, vinegar is the best for cat pee. It really is the best for cat pee. Yeah. But like you want to use like pure vinegar. You don't want to dilute it. Okay, who do I have? Who do I have? I mean, I have lists of psychics all over the damn place. Um Tessa Del Zappo. I don't know who that is. Um sorry, I'm going. My list also has a list of other things, ghost stories and other crap. I know we gotta do Teresa Caputo at some point. I gotta do a deep dive on her. I have a bunch of stuff saved for her too. Who do we have? I have so many notes. I have so many notes. You want to do a psychic bash? Yeah, okay, we can do that. Okay. Hold on. I have notes in many places, so hold on. Let me try to find them. Sorry, my like stomach is being a bitch today. I'm just stupid GERD. I don't know if any of you guys got GERD, but it's freaking annoying. Looking for psychics. Where's my list? Oh my god, guys. I make too many notes. This is the ADHD, right? Like, I try to write everything down and I still forget. Um, oh god. Is it around here? I think it's maybe here. Okay, here it is. Okay. Tyler Henry, Allison Dubois. I've already done like a bit of a dive on her. She doesn't have any like readings necessarily that we can look at. She's kind of just like a whatever. She's just a brand that Hollywood has created. Edgar Casey. Oh yeah, that's an old timey psychic. That requires a little bit more information. He's not alive. Like he's like very old. There's Hans Halser. I think he's an older one, isn't he? Who's Hans Holzer. Hans Holzer. I think he's like an old psychic, isn't he? Oh, he's a paranormal researcher. Never mind. Okay. John Edwards, Sloan Bella. Ugh. Yeah. Nancy Weber. Who's that? Sloan Bella is on. She's in the back end. Okay. Well, whoop. She has her own channel, so hold on. Let's bring up her channel. There's James Van Prague, but I find him very boring. I don't want to do him. He's boring. Also, if there's anyone that you guys want to throw in chat, go ahead too. What is this? Ant? How do you... This person's a psychic. Okay. Jean Dixon. Enter. Oh, this is an old-timey psychic. Okay, that requires some actual... it's different with these ones because I got to do some... It'll be like history research, right? Derek Akora. Wait, is he... Oh, I can't show his stuff because he copyrights everything. His, like... Because he's with that Most Haunted or Get Haunted or what the fuck it's called. I think there's a couple TV spots that he did. I don't know who this guy is. Is this guy a psychic? Like... Oh, Don Phillips Medium. Oh, okay. We can't do TV shows because TV shows get hit all the time. We gotta look at their, like, you know, personal videos. Richard will haunt ya. Oh, yeah. We can see if there's a Derek Akora, like a TV spot. Exposed by Kieran O'Keefe. Oh, nice. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, he's very obviously fake, you know? I'd have to look through and find some TV spot videos for him because he's got too much of that Most Haunted. Yeah, Mary loves Dick. Mary loves Dick. Okay, hold on one sec. Let me check chat. Carol, me and my mom went to see Sylvia Brown years ago in San Francisco. She's called the Earthquake Lady in the 70s. It was in Perth. She predicted. Yeah, she also, whenever she predicted natural disasters, she would predict 50 of them. Like, she was just throwing spaghetti at a wall. That was her thing. FYI, 30% vinegar is 6 times stronger than white vinegar sold in grocery stores. Well, that's what I'm talking about. You buy the stuff at the store. I don't know where else you would buy vinegar. I just use what's at the store. I don't know, like, if there's a place to buy pure vinegar. The store has vinegar. They have bottles of vinegar and they say for cleaning. And there's like a version for cleaning and a version for eating. And then I grabbed the version for cleaning. So it's like labeled. I don't know if it's like that in the States, but it is in Canada. There's a James Randi video where he destroys psychics to their faces live on TV. There's a lot of them, so you'd have to send me the link of which one you're talking about. Carol Sylvia Brown, I watched many times on Montel William. Yeah, she's not great. Yeah. He's dead. Who's dead? Wait, who's dead? Psychic Red Eagle. I'm a descendant of William Weatherford, and this really pisses me off. Yeah, I could take a look at that. Psychic Red Eagle. Psychic Red Eagle? Is that right? Is this the guy? Oh God. I'm already. Okay. I can. I've been in the psychic industry too long. I already know the brand of this guy before even watching him. I can just recognize how he's selling himself. Um, Cindy and Steve from the Dead Files. We can't play anything from TV shows. All these TV shows are pretty much owned by fucking Zach Bagans now, and we literally can't play anything by TV shows. I have TV shows, so. Um. Sorry. Catching up. Char Margolis is so genuine. Yeah, I don't believe in any of them, but is she an older one or is she a new one? Okay, she's still around. Okay. Have you done any Amy from Dead Files? Yeah, we can't do TV shows, right? So I have watched it, and I will tell you that I've noticed that she has done some research on the place before she goes in and has her psychic visions. So, yeah. That's him. Yeah, you should be able to stick a link in the chat. I don't think I have them blocked. I'm not sure. I don't think so. Hey, Sweet Goth. Oh, hey, Lee. I think it should work. I don't know. YouTube Live doesn't have the same commands that Twitch does. I know on Twitch you could like permit someone for like 60 seconds, but I don't think that I had a psychic for a personal reading in the basement of the Stanley Hotel in Estes Park. Think it got blocked? Oh, yeah. I don't know how to permit. Oh, you could email me. You could email me a link. I don't know how to permit links in YouTube. Like if I click on your name, hold on. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Frick off. Okay. Hold on. All I can do is put you in timeout. All I can do is punish you. It doesn't let me. There's no permission thing. Also, sorry, Lee. Thanks for subscribing or membership, or whatever the heck they call it on YouTube. Thanks for joining to be a member. She's around. She does weekly podcasts on Friday night. Okay. Oh, psychic cringe fails. Yeah. That's what's his name? I forget his name, but yeah, the psychic cringe fails are good. He that's a really good YouTuber to follow as well. Yeah. Oh gosh. Psychic detective interviews retired state trooper Bill Hughes. I hate psychics that get involved with true crime. I hate psychics that get involved in true crime, and I hate ghost hunters that get involved in true crime. She's luring people with her dog. Oh, did I miss that? What was that? Oh no, that's him with a dog. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Lee. Okay, let's see. Interviews. These are interview. Does she have any readings? Are these readings or are these not readings? How do I know what's a reading? Does she have any readings that we can analyze? These are interviews. Are these interviews or are these readings? Yeah, like these all look like interviews, but lure is not lured. Okay. Is she a psychic? Hold on. Nancy Grace features her? Come on. Oh, I hate when people on TV feature psychics, like on criminal cases. The life of a psychic detective. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything that we can play of hers that's a reading? She looks like a good one for us to deep dive on, though, too, because I don't like people that get involved in criminal cases. See, we can't do anything that's a TV show. This looks like a TV show. Is this a TV show? Okay, I think that I would do a deep dive on this lady, but because I'm gonna have to mess around and figure out what's not copyright. You know what I mean? Who's Gail St. John? Is this another medium too? And we cannot have the pure doggos be wrapped up in this. Yeah. Nikki Allen is one I came across when my psychic coach travel. She's an interesting one. Okay, I'll have to check that one out too. Nikki Allen. Nikki Allen. Yeah, she kind of looks like Sloane, but like a calmed down version. I like how you're very based in reality, very refreshing. Yeah, I mean, I try to at least. I mean, I still believe in some stuff, right? But I'm not like a hardcore, like I wouldn't die on a hill over it. You know what I mean? A great show idea, but it's just Shaggy and Scooby accidentally, inadvertently solving crimes while they walk around smoking and eating. That would be funny. Yeah, that would be funny. Okay. Nancy Orlin Weber, remind me, guys, that I want to do like a deep dive on her because there's a lot of TV shows and I have to go through, I have to remove music, then I have to test them to see if they're copyrighted. Like it's a whole thing with TV shows. It's like one of those things that's tough to do live, right? Oh God, this lady, what? Oh my God. Okay, wait. Oh my God. I want to watch this. Do you guys want to watch this? This is long though. We're not going to watch the whole thing. Is this too No, wait. This is probably too uh is this topic too much? I'm just shaking my head. Whenever I see psychics do these topics. We could do this Archangel Michael thing. What is this lady? Hold on, wait. Sweet Goth suggested. Wow, it's loud. It's loud. I'm sorry. Sweet Goth suggested this lady. This looks actually really funny. She's too pink. It's okay. I think it'll be funny. I think this one might be funny. So maybe we shouldn't do this topic though, because that might be. But look at this title. This stuff makes me laugh. But also like, is Trump plus that word plus the other guy, is that bad for YouTube? Like, I don't know if that's a YouTube no. Like, that might be too much for YouTube. Do the Lucifer and gold elixirs. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Where is it? Did you guys see it, or do I need to look for it? There, I think I can search Lucifer. Which one? Which one is it? Point me to which one. Oh my god, this is so funny. Oh my god, this lady's funny. Point me to which one. I don't know which Lucifer one. The truth about fallen angels? Oh my gosh, we should watch this one too. Oh my gosh, these are so funny. Lucifer, Noah, and human ego. Government secrets exposed. Archangel Metronon addresses humanity spies. What? What is this? The second one down. This one about the fallen angels. Breathe slowly through nose. Listen, when it's someone like this, we gotta laugh at them. We gotta make fun of them. She's dressed like Tammy Lee Baker. Is she? She kind of looks like Tammy Lee Baker a bit, but she kind of looks like Sloane, but like a housewife version. Treasure Trove. Yes, the second one? Okay. I need to smoke to bear this. Do I have any videos on the occult or just the top? I don't know. I have a bunch of videos on stuff. Like, I'm pagan, so I have a couple, like, pagan. You know, I always forget. I should make videos on all the pagan holidays, and I always forget to. Like, we just had the, was it Imbolc? I think it was. Anyway, I should make more pagan videos on, like, the history and, like, the celebrations and all that nonsense for you guys, just because you guys usually like this stuff. Okay, hold on. This is going to be loud. I'm not logged into my YouTube premium account. Don't yell at me, okay? Hold on. I don't know if she's got her intro music copyrighted, so hold on.
VIP tribe members, thank you for being here. I really do love you being here.
Let me know the volume
as much as you can, because it does affect the algorithms, as well as subscribing. Without you doing your little thing, I don't get anywhere. It just literally goes into the ether. So please support me in doing those likes and subscribes. Today we're going to be going up to the Crystal Palace. And I'm going to see who we meet and what they need to tell humanity. How exciting is that?
What the hell is the Crystal Palace? What is this? Sounds fine. Okay, yeah. Let me know if it's too long or not too long, too quiet or too.
So I'm already prepared. So I'm going to go in now, and I'll see you on the other side. Yeah, literally. Right. Let's see how we go.
What the hell is she doing? She sounds like Peggy Mitchell. I don't know that a lot of British people all sound like British people to me. I mean, I can tell differences with some people, like, but I can tell differences in Welsh and stuff. I don't know. Rex Manning Day is this week. Crystal Palace, our local football team. Oh, okay.
I mentioned this in another video about the rainbow, which represents our chakras, and I'm walking along a path which literally are the chakra colours. So there's a reminder there to maintain your chakra points, to keep you in the universal flow
She thinks she's funny, but I don't think so. Oh, okay, yeah. I at least understand the chakras.
as much as
Oh,
possible. Hello. Oh, I've
she's
got a lion totem at the moment. He follows me everywhere.
I can make this shit up too, guys. All right, we want to go to the Crystal Palace. Okay, I see a Crystal Palace. Oh, in front of me, there's Archangel Michael, and he's going to tell me secrets about the fallen angels. So stupid.
And I got my hand on his head as we walk along the path. Lion is inner strength, conviction, courage, protecting energy from others, like the lion's pride. And when they roar, they're fierce.
Just get to it already. Come on.
It can be a predator, so it's a reminder not to be a victim. Totem, where we feel we've been ride, defeating, implode, and allow. You have to be aware. Thank you. There's a beautiful butterfly in front of me now. Transition. We need to be patient. We need to rein it in. We need to ride it out, speak it out, scream it out, go to the gym, whatever you. And how do I fight it? How do I accept it? You go into victim mode.
Oh my lord. Hold on. When does she talk about angels? Okay. I want to get to the angels.
You need to work on them. So I'm seeing if I need to work on my base chakra. It's free. It's vibrant. It's
Wine bottles on her desk. Oh, it's another name for the third eye in the chakra? Okay, that makes sense to me now. Okay.
St. Germain's back. He's now taken my arm and is walking on the right-hand side of me.
Dude, I could like just do this. I've thought about releasing a video where I try to where I do this crap. And even I mean, hell, I could release a video where I just do tarot, and just to see what kind of response it gets and what kind of people watch it. And you guys would be in on it that this isn't serious, right? But I'm just I want to do a experiment. I kind of want to do an experiment and see what happens, because these people get so many followers and views and subs and everything, and they're just so whacked out.
Okay, they're taking me to a huge water outlet.
It's a water outlet. What's an outlet part of the water? What is that?
And they're placing me on a boat. Never been here before. Oh, this is the okay, so this is the reality, not the reality layer, it's the human, the human layer that they are.
Better burn this footage.
Apparently, yeah, before, a few videos before, I spoke about them creating a new layer of existence to make it more easier for humans to understand and negotiate.
Oh, she's one of these. We're in the different layers. What was it, the one that I just did that video on? Did she call it layers, or did she call it, what did she call it again? Level of existence or some crap?
With familiar territory, obviously reality.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I like playing with tarot, and I always did tarot. And even one of my old high school friends messaged me the other day on Facebook, and she's like, "Oh, she's like, what are you doing right now?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm doing my YouTube stuff." And she's like, "Oh, are you doing tarot and stuff?" Because she knows I did tarot. She's like, "Man, that's raking in tons of money on TikTok and YouTube." And I'm like, "I know it is, but no, I don't. I debunk the psychics actually."
Layers like that, but this is for you to just wander around in and find yourself. And so that's where we are in the human layer. Okay, amazing.
Like an onion.
So they've now put me on this boat, and there's this hooded figure. I would have said it was Julianus, but it isn't. It's like a hooded monk, and he's rowing me.
She's just describing the River of Styx thing.
My right hand's in the water, just feeling the water. It's all calm and clear. Encouragement to keep a calm and clear mind.
She's literally just doing Barnum statements from the tarot cards during this whole thing, by the way. I know tarot, so I recognize that she's pulling shit off the tarot cards during this whole thing. Um, did she really just say humans? Yeah. I'd watch tarot card reading. I like to see how the cards play out. Just close your eyes and make it up. That's pretty much it. Like, cause I know mythology and I know tarot and I know all the symbolism and I know the spiritual world. I can just make shit up if I wanted to, you know? Or someone else pretend to be psychic for a year for a bet. That's funny.
Water, big gold koi. So obviously represent luck, but they also represent in your atmosphere, your territory.
She's just reading stuff off tarot cards.
Another fish comes along, you just got to swim around it, keep going. I don't know the full benefits of koi carp, so if anybody can comment below, that would be amazing. To my left, there's loads of far shoreline with trees, forests, and it looks like I've got some sort of island or mainland ahead of me. It's given me a gold ribbon. Again, look, you know, gold and silver represent the angel realms. Remember that, if you ever see that. Voyage.
Yeah, this is literally just Barnum's statements about spiritual symbolisms that she's whatever beacon off about. Where's the angel part? Okay, where's the angel part? Aha, here we go. Let's see.
This is interesting. Gabriel is
okay. Now we're on Gabriel.
To a cave.
Aleister Crowley. So, like, I was gonna do a video on Aleister Crowley, because I grew up Rosicrucian, and you know that was kind of like partially invented by him, right? And I started looking into him. Oh, sorry, I hit my mic. Aleister Crowley would have been canceled because the stuff that he did is the stuff that the baby oil guy did. Aleister Crowley did the same stuff. He would be in jail if it was nowadays. He would be canceled. He would be in jail. So, where's the tea on Lucifer? I know, I'm like, she's taking forever to get to this shit. I seriously think these popular YouTube manifest / coach types are drinking wine before they do the videos. They just know the like.
He said that there's been humans asking about.
Sorry, I hit my mic a lot.
And I questioned it in my consciousness apparently, and now we're going to go and see. It's a dark cave and there's a little like.
Yeah, I love how the archangels have time to just see all these people constantly. Come on.
I don't want to call it pond, water source, and it's.
They just like to, like, they do this so that they can make themselves sound more important. Like, this archangel came to visit me, so I'm super important.
It's lit up with purple light. It's like a giant amethyst kind of colour resonating through the light. It's like a lamp on.
And you're going to explain what purple means?
Going in it. Oh, it's a portal. Okay. Okay, we're going into like a...
Oh my God, this lady is so slow. Hurry up. She's sitting there? Oh, she's just sitting there. Okay.
A Nephilim. So these beings are...
It's like the people who say Lilith is in their house. Yeah.
But then half's right, half's wrong, really. I was taken many moons ago to Purgatory just to show me how a demon's created. And...
wow, she really thinks highly of herself, huh? She got the whole tour. We're showing how demons are created and everything. Jesus Christ. Sloan is the biggest quack on YouTube. You're so right, because the dead celebrities would never communicate with Sloan. Yeah, Sloan, she's something. She's problematic.
Yeah, they're not demons. It's the same sort of process. What happened is...
I'm reaching out to some different people of color creators on YouTube because I know what Sloan's doing, but I feel like in order to talk about it, like I think it'd be better if I had a person from specifically the Black community, because there's stuff that she's doing that like I could get into and accuse her of, but like it feels weird coming like me just saying it as like a white person. I feel like the Black community. I'm gonna get someone on to interview to talk about because of the shit she's doing. So, wait, gods are making demons? No, that purgatory is making demons, which doesn't make sense.
I don't know how long ago this was. 780 BC in my third eye. There were, this goes back to my Earthwalkers too. This goes back to what they showed me like 11 years ago. The Lucifer
All these
had
pauses
a
are
taste
so
of what it was
annoying.
like to be human, and he resented going back up to heaven. He wanted to create hybrids, and this is what this was all about, all the kerfuffle, and that's why he ended up being almost sent down into that energy to stay there, because that's what he wanted. But obviously it wasn't great, because he just literally jumps on the shadows of negative people and people that create heinous, you know, doings on this planet.
She's just saying things that we already all know. Does she say anything interesting?
About this, and he was saying that a lot of the visitations were him. However, there is a black cat man, which is a fallen angel, a Nephilim, and he.
I don't think fallen angels are Nephilim. Nephilim are something else, are they not? Aren't they like the half breed? Hold on, let me double check so I know what I'm saying, so I don't sound like an idiot. Yeah, Nephilim are the half breed. They're the giants that were like bred from the angels and the humans. Nephilim sometimes translated as giants or taken to mean the fallen ones, but that's not the fallen angels. They were part human. So others are suggesting that the offspring were sons of God, often interpreted as angels and human women's. Yeah, they were sons of angels and humans. That they're not. I don't think she understands what she's saying. Nephilim are the hybrids, the half breeds. Yeah, like what is she talking
He
about?
creates fear. But if you don't fear him, and if you tell him to go fluff off, he will fluff off. They tend to roam
Wow,
around this planet.
that was so inspiring. This lady is too slow.
And I'm sure they have similar energies elsewhere. Perhaps they don't. Perhaps we're the only one that's still in the yin and yang of all of this. But they roam around hunting potential shadows. They roam around because.
Yeah, the Bible doesn't really mention them. They're actually more found in Jewish texts. They're found more in the Old Testament, because the Nephilim is a Hebrew word. Like it comes from the Judaism, the story of them. So
Because they love the energy of puberty and adolescence, but they're not strong enough. Love is too strong. They can't.
yeah, demons are the fallen angels not created in purgatory. Yeah. Must be the ones making clones. Yeah.
Implement that. But the real arseholes of the planet, they can, I don't know, form sort of like a hybrid. Do you know how angels whisper to us and tell us to do things and give us hunches and we follow them, and that's their guidance? It's kind of that way. Do this, do that.
You know, a lot of these spiritual teachers do this too. They'll say that our the voice in our head, and I see it in the comments sometimes on some of my psychic videos. They say the voice in our head, you know, the one that like we talk, we reason, ideas that pop into our head, decisions that we make. These people are convinced those are like angels or our higher self or a blah 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 or our psychic ability. It's like it's literally just our us working through a problem, and they turn it to like this weird mystical thing that it's actually not. I thought it was the son of gods and daughters of men, the sons of God meaning angels and daughters being men. Yeah, it's like it's the son of it's angels breeding with humans created the Nephilim. Yeah, yeah. Nephilim are named like once in the book of Enoch and nowhere else. Yeah, people have like they're it's more of a popular thing in like fantasy stories and like D&D and stuff now than it really was like it wasn't a huge thing. I think it was just mentioned in the Bible to be like, well, this is why there's no like baby angels running around. Like they're like, okay, we need to explain why there's no baby angels. Okay, here's why. You know, like just something stupid like that. Um, anyone read some of the Kabbalah? I have read some of it. Yeah, yeah, I've read some. Yeah. I can't believe she mentioned that she went to purgatory and saw demons being created in a passing moment and carried on like it was a normal thing, right? Like, I also have a very creative mind and I can visualize dumb crap and just make up stories. I could do this crap too. Like that's all these people are doing. They're just letting their imagination go wild. The secret in between the lines reading Nephilim though are some of the most interesting things in the Bible. Yeah, I find the story interesting. Like when I've played D&D, I've played Nephilim a lot, so I do find them interesting. The only voice in my head is voice of my wife. Do this, do that. Yeah, and then well, people that are neurotypical don't have a running narrator in their voice in their head all the time, and people that are like neurodivergent, like I'm neurodivergent, there's constantly a narrator in my head. It's me, it's my voice. Like it's I'm talking to myself, but it's constant, always going in my brain. And like people that are neurotypical like don't have that. And that's why it's so hard for neurodivergent people to fall asleep at night because your freaking mind is constantly talking to you. Yeah. It's about confidence rather than anything. Yeah, that's all this is. As long as you're confident and making up some shit. Like, but the thing is, the people that truly believe that they're psychic, like, they truly believe they're getting visions when they're just letting their mind be creative and they're just saying what pops into their head. And that's sort of how I was raised, right? And there's some people I can tell when they truly believe they're psychic and that's where they're at. And then there's people that like are clearly grifting. Like that girl Allie that I did that video on earlier this week, you guys seen, or yesterday or whatever. She knows what she's doing. She's hitting so many buzzwords, like she knows what she's grifting. Yeah. For everything more, I need translation. Yeah. Wait, what's happening in their brains? Is it quiet? In neurotypical people, yeah, they don't have a narrator. It's quiet. Like that's why they can fall asleep like that. Because I've dated some of them and I'm like, why, how can you fall asleep so easily? Like, don't you have like your voice in your head all the time, like keeping you up? And they're like, what voice? I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. And then I learned it's like a neurodivergent thing. I have a constant DVD commentary while I talk to people. I know I do too. I'm like, my brain is, yeah. Yeah. Cold reading basically, but also like it's kind of like Barnum said, all that imagery that she was describing, that's all imagery from the tarot. That's all spiritualism and imagery, which I know a bunch of it, like analyzing dreams and like what the different things mean, and I know it all. So that's why I'm like, I could totally do this. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do I mean? Well, are you neurotypical or are you neurodivergent? Do you have a constant narrator talking to you? Because then you're probably neurodivergent. Yeah, after following the path of mentors and who's at the top of that, I'm inclined to believe she knows she's being deceptive too. Yeah, Allie, no, she knows because when I go to do the deep dive on her, I'll analyze it. I'll pick it apart. And I didn't pick it apart fully when I was doing the live thing. And I will do that next time. Hey, the Dark One, thank you for becoming a member. It was like certain buzzwords she was using. I'm like, oh, that's from coaching because I had a small business and I experienced coaching, like the coaching industry. And I recognized the coaching buzzword she was using. I recognized the spiritualism buzzword she was using, like and the Bible buzzwords. She was like mixing everything together. She knows what she's doing. Um, yeah. Neurodivergent. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I always use the example of British TV program Peep Show where they have the thoughts. I have to check that out.
And they can
I feel
infiltrate,
like I've looked at it before.
children that come.
Okay, I find this lady is a little slow. Like it'd be more entertaining if she would remove all the pauses from her talkie talks. When I talk to neuronormal people, they lose track of what I'm saying. I remember watching it with mates. One of them was like, "This is weird," and everyone else was like, "Wait, you don't think like this? You don't think to yourself like this?" Oh yeah. Some of them truly believe they're helping people. Yeah, some of them truly believe they are helping people. It's just what for Ellie, what got me is she was just hitting so many areas. Like she was hitting specialties. It's just the things she was saying seemed very specific. And I think that she knows what she's doing. Like she knows she's grifting. Yeah. Do I have intense dreams? Yeah. My mom also taught me how to lucid dream when I was sorry. When I was really young, I had like night okay. When I was in daycare, I had to take this hook. It was like a hooked on phonics kind of course thing, but it was like monsters. There were monster cartoon characters in the books, and they looked like Monsters Inc. monsters. Like they looked silly and cute. But for whatever reason, even though I could handle like a lot of horror stuff when I was young, those things kept giving me nightmares. My stupid hooked on phonics was giving me nightmares. So my mom taught me how to lucid dream so that I could stop the nightmare from happening. So now I pretty much always lucid dream almost every night. So I have really intense, crazy dreams and then I can control them. So, oh, my phone's going off. Sorry. She was hitting the right beats. Yeah. I want to lucid dream. Yeah, it's just about practicing. It's kind of like, it's about practicing. You have to do the realization that's the kick. That's the, like the key thing, right? Is like realizing that you're in a dream. And that's what some of it is. And it's just sort of like, I guess, well, when I learned when I was young, my mom was like, monsters are scared of their own reflection. She told me this. It was made up. This helped me. I thought it was true. Monsters are scared of their own reflection. So she's like, when you dream, she's like, she put a little hand mirror under my pillow. And she's like, okay, when you go to sleep, when the monsters come up to you, I want you to grab the mirror from under your pillow and just show them their reflection and they'll run away. And that's what started it. But me doing the action of recognizing that they're here and I have a mirror, that started my lucid dreaming. Other things that work for people are like sometimes words won't be like you can't read words. And when you realize that, then you realize you're in a dream. Sometimes numbers will be like written backwards and stuff. Like, and it's little things like that that you kind of recognize. And it just kind of when you hit that like snap and you're like, oh, I'm in a dream. And then you're like, okay, I'm going to control this dream and make it whatever I want. So Westworld gave you nightmares? Oh my God, Westworld was such a good show. I literally could not predict what was going to happen. There are so many shows. I'm like, I know what's going to happen. And that one was crazy. They wake me up because of the intensity. Yeah, I mean, I do have some intense dreams sometimes that I don't recognize and I don't like recognize and I don't take control of. And I've woken up like crying or like whatever, right? Because I was just like in this moment. It's not like scary necessarily. It's just like it was really intense emotional dreams, right? But sometimes I'm able to take control of them and then change them and edit them. But if I'm having like a really bad, disturbing dream, then I will just try to wake myself up. But I do experience sleep paralysis, and that is something I experience quite often, and that's annoying. Where the Wild Things Are, Grimm's Fairy Tales, those scared me. Yeah, Where the Wild Things Are, it was kind of like those monsters. Yeah, Grimm's Fairy Tales I was raised on, so that didn't bother me. I thought I could astral travel when I was a teenager, but I didn't experiment in my dream. Proved to myself I was dreaming. Yeah, the astral projection, you're just dreaming. It's just your imagination. Yeah. But yeah, Westworld is really good. All right, let's see if this guy's a little bit more exciting because, like, that lady, if she could remove all of the blank spots in her video, then it would be more entertaining to watch. But she's losing me. Okay, what's he got? This guy's like what a young hip. Yeah, this guy's whatever, young guy. Um, does Justin Bieber? Who cares? Do celebrities make pacts with demons? Oh, okay, let's watch this one. Hold on. It's gonna be loud. One sec.
Hi guys.
Oh, it's members only. Ah, damn. Okay, never mind. I wasn't paying attention. I want to watch that one. Okay. Ariana Grande cheating on Ethan Slater. You really need to do a psychic reading for this topic here? I think we all know the answer to that. You want to do is hell a real or a myth? Or is this a conspiracy theory or is this a reading? Well, it's a psychic reading. All right, Lee, yeah, have a good one. Okay, let's watch this guy.
If every
Let's see what this guy's like. And your
Hello.
which comment? I don't know. You have to remind me. I can't remember. You like to watch this guy? What Aphrodite? Aphrodite is that how you say it? But he does state it's all for entertainment. I use his stuff for background noise. Oh, does he state it's all for entertainment? Well, but the thing is, like, psychics do that to like protect themselves from liability. You know what I mean? Like, does he actually think he's psychic, or is he saying that this is a character? Because that's thing. It's very common for psychics to put for entertainment purposes only, so they don't get sued. Yeah, he says, I'm a sassy psychic mixing tarot with modern internet culture. Check out my psychic tarot. He thinks he's a psychic. Yeah, he's selling himself as a psychic. Yeah, like he's selling himself as a psychic. He's a hot mess, is he? Oh, geez. Okay. The blues singer from 1930s. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I read your comment. I don't know. Like, yeah, I've heard that story. I think a lot of people have heard that story. I don't know what it has to do with Ali, though, but yeah. I did read it. I just didn't really have any commentary to respond back with because I don't know. It didn't really have anything to do with Ali necessarily, you know. But I am familiar with the blues singer one. That's a story. That story, I believe, has been debunked. To be honest, but it's an interesting story. Everyone knows about that blues singer and the Crossroads thing. It was on Supernatural too. They featured that story. The dark one. I'm off. I have to choose from the menu what I'll dream about. Night, night, everyone. Okay. Have a good night.
Hello. Aphrodite here, your pop culture psychic, back to you again with another reading. This time it's going to be on hell. Is hell real or made up? So if you haven't seen my reading, then
How's the
I'll put a
volume?
link to it up here. And I've also done a reading on the devil and whether that's real or not. So I'll put a link to it up there. But I've never specifically looked at hell, although I kind of touched on it a little bit in previous videos. Let's just tackle it right head on. So remember, these readings all legend for tapers only, and let's get started.
She was talking about famous people signing a contract. Yeah, I mean, a lot of psychics or people talk about that stuff, but I just didn't really have any commentary to give back to you because she wasn't talking about the blues singer. She was just talking about random contracts.
Hell, although I kind of touched on it a little bit in previous videos, let's just tackle it right head on. So remember, these readings all legend for tapers only, and let's get started.
What did he say? Sorry, I wanted to catch what he was saying there. Hold on. These. So remember these rings all leader friend tapers only. What is he saying there?
Although I kind of touched on it a little bit in previous videos, let's just tackle it right head on. So remember these rings all lead different tapers only, and let's get started.
What is he saying right there? Is he saying readings are entertainment purposes only? Is that what he's saying?
Tackle it right head on. So remember these rings all lead different tapers only, and let's get started.
Is that what he's saying? Entertainment purposes only? He's covering himself, his liability, by the way. But he is selling himself as a psychic. He's Tyler Henry on speed. Oh, Lord. Okay.
If you like these, please join the YouTube members. It's linked down below. $5, $10, or $15 tier, you get access to
these readings are all alleged for entertainment purposes only. He says it really fast. Okay, yeah, okay. I think he needs some sleep.
exclusive readings. You won't get any
I think he looks all right.
else. Pick a cards, celebrity readings. You can win a reading from me in the
He sounds bored, though.
Discord that I'm in all the time. Join button down below. All right. I want to see if we can get into the energy of what it is first. It's an isolation. Okay. The Hangman is about not wanting to let go. The Nine of Pentacles is like an individual card. It's yourself. And the Hermit is isolation. Self-punishment.
He doubled up on his Adderall. I mean, listen, I take ADHD meds too, all right? I'm not going to give him a hard time for that. Although he does not seem hyper at all, so I don't know, guys. He seems actually kind of tired. Well, not really tired. He seems bored.
This, So the Seven of Swords is someone who was,
What is the question that he asked the cards, though? Is he just randomly pulling cards without asking anything?
who was victorious under any circumstance. So think of that as someone that did anything they could to get what they wanted. Now we're looking at in a toxic way with the Three of Cups, putting themselves for others, being selfish.
Can you imagine going to psychic and he is saying furniture? The thing is, so like, because, you know, I grew up in this, right? My mom had it on all of her like pamphlets, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like it was there and she would say it. And everyone in the psychic circuit all had it written. It was clearly there and everyone would say it, that this is all for entertainment purposes only. Somewhere along the line, they dropped that. And the thing is, that protects you from being liable. That protects you from being sued, because so far, no one has been able to successfully sue a psychic in the courts because psychics all say it's entertainment, right? But now people are not putting the entertainment thing on, trying to sell themselves as a more real psychic by not putting that on, but they're opening themselves up to liability. So like these people are going to get sued eventually. There's already some that have been sued. Actually, if you're curious, you know what? Should I interview this guy, guys? Hold on. Let me get side tangent. All right, side tangent. Just bear with me a second. Oh, I'm in some like stupid retweet thread that I have no interest in. Let me find this guy. Bob Nygaard. Okay. Bob Nygaard, he's a private investigator. Susan Gerbic knows him as well, and he goes after psychics for doing grifts, and he gets them charged and gets them sent to jail. Like, he proves that they were actually grifting, and he's sent a few of them to jail. Would you guys be interested if interviewing this guy? Like, should I interview him for an episode, just for like an interview with him? Because he knows Susan. We follow each other on Twitter. I could reach out to him for an interview. He's very interesting. He used to be a cop, I believe, is what Susan told me. And then he became a private investigator, and he goes after psychics and spiritual charlatans and stuff. Bob Nygaard or Aphrodite? Yes, very interested. Okay, I'll reach out to him because, yeah, he's got some cool stuff going on. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'll reach out to Bob then. We can do an interview with him. I find it fascinating because, like, when I was growing up, no psychic could ever be charged. Like, people tried and it always got thrown out of the courts. And this guy, Bob, is getting them, like, they're getting charged and sent to jail and stuff, or like sued or like whatever. Like, he's making sure that the people win against them. So, yeah, he's very interesting. Yeah. Bob Nygaard, Nygaard. Yeah. All right. Bring him to, I'll ask him if he wants to do an interview. Okay, well, back to this. I'm assuming that he asked the cards, is hell real or a myth? I'm assuming that's the question.
You know, taking things for granted. You're looking at someone who maybe is a little bit morally gray, right? Or morally corrupt, right? Makes sense. We're talking about hell. The Eight of Cups is about
he did
running
ask
away
that.
from your
Okay.
problems or walking away from your problems. And then the Three of Cups also indicates a comparison of yourself to other people. To me, the
Three of Cups also is a celebration and a joining as well. And you could say, isn't there like the Three Kings of Hell or something like that? Isn't that a thing? Here's the thing. I could do all this shit with tarot. Hold on. Three Kings of Hell, isn't it? Isn't that a thing? Is it the Three Kings of Hell? Yes, it's Three Kings of Hell. And it's Lucifer, Beelzebub, and Samael. And the Three of Cups, you could even say, is the Three Kings of Hell.
feeling that I'm feeling is shame. I feel a ton of shame. I see someone hanging their head in shame and not wanting to look at themselves. It's almost like they refuse to look at their reflection. They refuse to look at their life review. There's a fear. Look at that. The moon is reversed. There's a fear of the truth. The Chariot is about stopping and not going somewhere and doing something. It's almost.
I don't like these cards because I can't recognize them right away. Okay, the Chariot. I don't know what this one is. Can you guys see my mouse? I don't know what this one is here. Is this a magician or something? I can't tell with his cards.
It's like if you stopped yourself and refused to cross over because you're afraid to confront your karma. King of Swords. King of Swords would be like the selfishness, the ambitiousness that ended up doing something, morally corrupt or gray.
Yeah, personal bias does play into readings. Like when I that might be the Tower, maybe. When I used to do readings, right? I wouldn't do my own readings because your personal bias gets in there. And I'd usually get like my friends or my mom or someone to do a reading on me instead. But yeah, your personal bias, your personal experience definitely comes into play when you do readings with tarot cards. So for sure.
The acts of which you put yourself before others.
I can't tell what his cards are. Oh, that's cups. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 of cups. Is that swords? Or wands?
I don't. Hell is not a place, it's a state of being. 4 of Wands, it's not a physical place, it's a place of being, it's a state of being. 4 of Cups is a detachment. So you're detached from everyone else. And the 8 of Cups is about a slow process. It's like if I refuse to go into the light and stayed earthbound. Is Earth hell? Remaining on Earth, is that hell? Being afraid to face the truth. I mean, I definitely see somebody who guards something, but I've seen that in my...
Like all of this is just stuff that you could discuss as conjecture. Like this is interesting stuff. This is like theology kind of discussion and bouncing around ideas and theories. And I mean, I've talked about these kind of ideas before. Hell is Florida. You're not wrong.
A past reading on the devil, so I won't go super into that. But the Hierophant is reverse. That's I won't follow through. I won't do what I need to do. There's an avoidance of doing what you have to do. especially with the Knight of Pentacles reversed, inconsistencies, and the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords would be about like opportunities, and it's inconsistent. I won't complete the task that I need to complete. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to handle it.
He's literally laying out so many cards. Like, he's just randomly pulling cards. Is he doing 3 at a time? He's eventually just going to go through the whole deck. Like, I don't understand. Like, does he not stop, or does he just keep going?
Justice is reversed. The things that I did that were unfair or unruly, the things that I did that, you know, caused problems, the
thing is, like, tarot cards are Barnum statements, right? Hold on. Oh, 1 second. 1 second. Let me see if I can find my tarot cards. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta search this. Where the hell did I put them? Okay, found them. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. I don't have a top-down camera to switch to, so I'll just show you guys cards. Okay. All right, James, have a good lurk. Give me my little tarot card bag. Oh no, there's some selenite that fell. Okay. All right, tarot cards. What's it doing? What are we asking again? Is hell real? Is hell real or a myth? All right, one fell out. Okay, hello. First one that fell out. There we go. 2 of Wands. I think 2 of Wands, right? Yeah, 2 of Wands. So this is planning, progress, making decisions, discovery, leaving, travel plans. It's usually about planning. It can be about looking over your kingdom, though. So, okay, that's too many. Hold on, guys. All right, I'm just shuffling, and a bunch fell out. Okay, we'll go with the one that fell. So King of Wands. All right. So natural leader. I mean, this could represent Lucifer. If I was him, I'd be like, this represents Lucifer. Yeah, natural leader, visionary, entrepreneur, big picture leader, overcoming challenges, mature, career focus. So like natural leader and a visionary and a big picture leader, you could say that this would be Lucifer or something, right? Like, I'm just trying to say, like, tarot cards are Barnum statements, okay? Same with this. This one is planning, progress, and discovery, but it can also stand for looking over your kingdom, the first one. So, like, you can make tarot cards work for anything, all right? So, if I just, like, shuffle, still, like, talking about hell. Okay, the whole pile can't leave my hand. Just a couple cards, please. Okay. A bunch fell. Hold on. All right. There's our next one. The 9 of Pentacles, which I believe he actually pulled as well. So fruits of labor, rewards, luxury, self-sufficiency, and financial independence. So you could say that this is like fruits of labor. We're talking about hell or something. Or like you could say that this is like Satan, whatever, trying to promise people things in return for their soul, or blah, blah, blah. Our next one is 4 of Cups. All right. And this is meditation, contemplation, apathy, reevaluation, and disconnected. And he said disconnect, and he was talking about, you know, being disconnected, and hell is like a whatever. So we could connect it with that. All right. Then we have our King of Cups. Okay. Emotionally balanced, compassion, diplomatic, control, balanced, supportive leader, tolerance, empathetic. So we could turn around and be like, I don't know, Barnum statement this is like Archangel Michael or some crap that fights against hell. Like, you can just make this shit work, right? Like, this is the thing. I like tarot and I'll still like do tarot, but you can just make it work for whatever you want. It's all bargain statements. All right, I'm doing is Miami a portal to hell? Hold on. Okay. So to start, we have our 6 of... Wait, is this backwards for you guys? Oh, it is too. Fuck. Yeah, it is backwards. Okay, sorry. This is 6 of Swords, which is like, it is upheaval. It's like, it's traveling, it's upheaval. It's not ideal. It's transition, baggage, and moving on. Like, it's not a happy card, but it can lead to happiness. Yeah, we'll ask if the devil went to Georgia or if he stayed in Tennessee. Okay. Like, it's just, tarot cards are just Barnum statements, right? Like, they're fun to play with and everything. Just don't take them too seriously is all, That's all. I don't have fancy tarot cameras like all these people do because I don't have a top-down camera set up. Oh, God. Okay, a bunch of cards fell on the ground. All right, well, we have the Judgment card, so that's good for Miami. It literally means what you think it means. Judgment, rebirth, inner calling, a new phase, absolution, reckoning, awakening, redemption, forgiveness, mercy. I think Florida is going to be needing that at some point. All right, then we have our 7 of Cups, which is technically this is like a fates card. It can mean like the fates are something is out of your control. This is in fate's control, or the fates are working on something good for you, an opportunity, things like that. So, I mean, you could say the fates. Florida is in the hands of the fates. 5 of Cups. That's a bad card too. Regret, failure, disappointment, pessimism, loss, and grief. We're talking about Florida, so I mean, we can make all this work, right? Then we have our Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Nurturing, practical, providing, financially working parent. Now, usually when you have the Queen or the King or the Knight or the Page, like they can also represent people. So we could turn around and be like, well, this Queen of Pentacles could represent the next president or something that's going to be elected, and it's going to be a woman. Like, I can just make this like work for everything, right? I definitely don't see myself living in Miami forever. 20 plus years has been a journey. Yeah, like Florida. What a spot on reading. Yeah, because I can make the tarot work for anything, right? Like, that's the thing, right? It's all Barnum statements, so you can just make it work for everything. I don't know. What's another question you guys want asked? Quick clip this for in 4 years, just in case. Oh yeah, someone left me a comment saying that there's apparently a psychic who calls herself a political psychic, and all she does is prophecies on political stuff. And I'm like, I could have done that. And the thing is, she keeps getting it wrong, whereas like everything that I have like predicted has been right. It's just, for me, I just have experience in politics, so I can just I recognize patterns. So it'll be like either a Madam President or a woman will come and save, like a woman will lead the charge to save it. The thing is, okay, no, I'm not going to get political. No, I'm not going to say it. It's too political. It's too political. No. Okay, we'll let the cards tell us. Will Trump be impeached? All right. I'm going to tell you right now, no, but let's see what the cards say. Of course it falls. Okay. Starting off with our Knight of Pentacles. So hard work, productivity, routine, conversation, efficiency, and responsibility. This can also be someone who's delivering a message sometimes too, but it can also stand for someone who's young. And I believe at the Pentacles, it's dark hair. Someone who's young, dark hair, dark eyes, kind of deal. A man. a younger man. So Taylor Swift and Beyonce. Wait, are they feuding or something? I'm going to pick Beyonce's side because I've recently learned more about Taylor and she's not a good person. Will Paris Hilton ever go into politics? Oh my God, that'd be so funny. Actually, we might be able to get a Madam President with that one. Jesus. We had a fine, accomplished woman leading the charge. She'll be back. Her best days and ours are still ahead. I'm not going to comment. I have a strong opinion, but I'm not going to comment on it because it's going to be like, it'll make people angry. Just like something I know is like, yeah, it's the death of unfortunately things. So, okay. I'm waiting for a card to fall out. Sorry. Half the deck is falling out. Oh my God. Okay. You know, we'll just go with these. Okay. We got a bunch of cards fell out. We have our Two of Swords. I know this stream has gone totally sideways. Difficult decisions, weighing options, avoidance, and deadlock. That makes sense if we're talking about impeachment. Although, no, wait, that one was upside down. Hold on. The lesser of two evils. No right choice, confusion, indecision, information overload. I mean, that's pretty accurate. So yeah. This is like dissolution, poverty, sickness, homelessness. This one, this is walking away from a situation, disappointment, abandonment, withdrawal. Okay, this one's pretty good, except that it's usually the wealthy giving money to the poor to help them. But it's also can be like teamwork and collaboration, building something new. The cards get a little bit better. This one's like about thoughtfulness, coming up with ideas, manifestation, contemplation, reevaluation. And then we have our Queen of Swords. Again, another woman. Light hair, light eyes, unbiased judgment, independent, clear boundaries, direct communication, clear-minded, perceptive. I would say that the cards are saying that a woman is going to be the one that saves everyone, which I don't believe will be the case. But that's what the cards have said 2 times now. Okay. Will I move to Hawaii in the next 5 years? Will Mad TV ever return and be as good as it was in the 90s? Oh my God, Mad TV was so good. I actually preferred Mad TV over Saturday Night Live for sure. I don't know. Okay, listen. We'll do this last one. Are you going to move to Hawaii? Oh my God, so many cards fell out. Lordy. Okay. No, these didn't shuffle. These are from what just fell out. Okay. I gotta mix things up better. It's repeating the cards in like stacks. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Come on, cards. All right, hopefully that mixed them up a little bit. Okay, let me get one more. I'll do the 3 card. I'm just doing the 3 card pull. All right. Second. Okay. All right. So this is past, present, future. So this is past. So this stands for wealth, financial security, long-term success, family, contribution, something in your past. And present is the Knight of Pentacles. And this is hard work, productivity, conservation, efficiency, responsibility. This can also mean messages too. Sometimes the pages mean messages as well. And Knight of Swords. is the future. And this is head over heart, disciplined, truthful, honest, mental clarity, authority. This can also be a man with light eyes or light hair. That can also affect whether you'll go. It looks like whatever you're doing, because you've got pentacles and a sword too, whatever you're doing, if you want to move there, is going to be dependent on money and authority of some sort, maybe a job offer, or maybe a man specifically is going to control whether you move to Hawaii. So that is the general card pull there. Anyway, the cards are Barnum statements is my point. The cards are Barnum statements. Hold on, let me fit these back in the bag. Oh my God, I can't get them back in. Oh, there's big fluff on the bag. Mad TV reruns are all over YouTube. Oh, nice. Yeah, they like copyrighted one of my clips in like a video, and I'm like, this isn't from Mad TV, and this is like it was stock media that I bought, and I'm like, this has nothing to do with Mad TV, and I ended up like proving that I bought it. So how spot on, but I ain't letting no man make my decision. The thing is, like, the tarot cards, like, the thing is, they're all Barnum statements, so you can just make them work. You know what I mean? Like, for everyone, right? That's the thing about tarot cards. So just don't take it too seriously.
Toxic or negative.
That's all.
9 of Swords and Magician. I refuse to learn. I refuse to talk about it. I refuse to acknowledge it. 9 of Swords. It remains in my head and drives me crazy. Hell is a state of being where you're driving yourself insane because you're fearful to face the truth.
So is this all he does? Is I think he just does tarot, right? I am powerful and can make the cards work for me. Yeah. So, like, I mean, just to analyze what he's doing here with his reading, he just keeps throwing down more and more cards. So he's just going to make this whole thing, it's going to match whatever narrative he wants it to make, to match, right? Because the cards are all Barnum statements, and you can just make them work for you, right? And he's laying out so many cards here. So eventually, if you work through the whole damn deck, yeah, you're going to be able to just kind of keep talking. So, yeah, I thought he would be more upbeat. Is he normally more upbeat? Is he just like really tired? Let's look at another video.
Hello.
Hold on, let's look at another one. I don't really like celebrity stuff. It's kind of annoying. Did Haley? Oh my God. So I guess, does he just do a ton of celebrity stuff? I guess it's all celebrities, huh? Okay, this is an astrology one. Let's see what this is like. Oh, sorry, it's loud. Okay. Drops entire deck on table. I can see it now. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, he just...
Hello. Aphrodite here, your pop culture psychic, back to you again with a monthly horoscope.
Mostly celebs and pop.
March.
That's the thing. I could do that. I could do psychic readings on celebrities because it's educated guesses, right?
Down below that correlates with that sign, and you'll get your reading. So that's it. Remember.
Okay. Hold on, let me go to Virgo. I'm a Virgo.
Virgo, it's your monthly horoscope for March. Remember, if you like these, you can join.
You're saying Snow White and Wendy Williams? Okay, we'll take a look. We'll see how long they are. So,
win a reading from me. It's a join button down below. Click it, babes. All right, Virgang, let's see what you got. All right, you're the 7 of Swords. Okay.
That's
Why are we
stealing.
fighting for something so hard? Okay, 7 of Pentacles reversed is in my good news position.
It's losing money.
The Sun is my avoidance. Okay, be careful.
Losing money and losing accomplishments. Okay.
About bragging. And there's the devil. Okay. In my surprises. Okay. The seven
Well, it's reversed, and the sun is actually a good
of Swords
card.
says you've been fighting so hard for something for so long that you were willing to do anything to get it, and you will be receiving it either this month or by the end of this
That can also mean that somebody is stealing something from you, that card as well.
month. So congratulations, something you fought tooth and nail and did anything you could to have, you will have. However, the Seven of Pentacles is reversed in my good news position, which says that you're gonna have to work really hard. You're gonna have a ton of shit on your
I like
plate.
pink
You're gonna have to
too.
prove
Yeah.
yourself, and you're gonna be super busy. I see your hand in a lot of different pots. I see you
I like
pulled
pink
in
and
multiple
purple.
different
And
directions. And
I
see
like
you having
pink.
a
I like
very
pink,
busy
red,
schedule,
black.
so be
Those
careful
are
what you
like
wish
my
for.
3.
Now, in my avoidance position is the sun, which is about happiness. However, here,
Oh,
think
he
it's
has
about bragging.
positions for
Be
them.
careful of bragging too hard about your achievements and what you've gotten. The sun tells me that if you are too honest about what you're doing and you don't work in silence enough, you're going to attract bad energy. Essentially, think of it like the evil eye, right? If you start telling people what you're doing and what you've achieved, you will attract the evil eye. So with the sun being upright, it says just wait to the proper time to tell people what's going on and to be proud of what you're doing. You don't want other people to ruin it. And I just think there's a lot of people that are trying to ruin things in your life, and you may not realize it. Now, in my surprise position, it is the devil card reversed. I do think there's a bit of imposter syndrome you're gonna have to battle. Am I really as good as I think I am?
Okay, just FYI, a lot of Virgos. Okay, I know it depends if you believe in astrology. A lot of Virgos and a lot of people who believe in astrology who are Virgos have imposter syndrome. Like it's like it's a thing. It's a thing. So anyone who is like taking the card seriously and taking what he's saying seriously, as a Virgo, yeah. But the devil card that reversed doesn't really mean that. Okay, so the sun is actually like it's a good card. It's fun, warmth, success, positivity, and vitality. So I guess what he's saying is the position that it's in is you can't have fun, or I don't agree with what he's saying. I don't agree with what he's saying. And the devil card reversed is like the opposite of the devil. It's steering away from temptation. It's achieving through hardship, all that blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to find it in the book. I want to read it to you guys. But, oh, here we go. Okay, so it's breaking free, power reclaimed. It can also mean detachment as well. It's a good card. Like, these are good cards. So, I don't know. The first card is not a good card. And then the second card is not a good card. He did say the second card. He acted like the first one was a good card. It's not. And the last 2 cards are good cards, but he was acting like they're not good cards. So I don't really agree with his reading. I have a question. I'm buying my very first car in life. I'm 52, so it's a big accomplishment. Should I buy a Buick or a Toyota Corolla? Honestly, I would look at the tariffs about parts. Where are the parts made, and how much are they going to be tariffed? That is what I would base, if I'm buying a new car right now, that is what I would base my decision on, is can they use aftermarket parts? And if they can't, are they brought in from a country who is tariffed? That, honestly, like, don't even ask the cards, just do your research on that one. Yeah, I like pinks. I do like pinks too.
Hello.
All right, what were you guys saying? What was it? The Snow White. Oh, that's a members only video, so we can't watch that one. What was the other one that you guys said? Let me scroll up. Snow White. What is it? The Snow White one says it's members only. What's the other one that you guys said? I can't find it. Oh, was it for March, that reading? Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Well, that's gone. I I missed the other one. I've already forgotten it. My brain has just forgotten it. I'm looking for it in chat. I don't know why I can't see it. Oh, Wendy Williams. Oh, okay. Who's Wendy Williams? What am I looking at? Oh, this one? Oh. See, I find that kind of gross, right? Because this lady's dealing with like issues right now. And look at how many cards he's pulled out. He's literally emptied the whole fucking deck on his desk. We'll watch a couple minutes of it, but I'm not going to take it too seriously. And just remember that there's like real people behind all these building psychics. Hurry up, come on, ads. I know I should be logged into my premium account.
Hello. You know, taken advantage of. Please join the YouTube members. Link down below. $5, $10.
Like, it's kind of gross, right? Like, she's in a position. I don't know. I don't know if she should be there or not be there. It's a whole thing. It's whatever. But like, you're not involved in it. Don't insert yourself in it. You're doing psychic crap on. I just think it's wrong to insert yourself into a situation like this. It's just like, why, with that alley girl, like, why are you talking about Justin Bieber and all the shit that he's going through? Like, don't insert yourself into shit like this, you know? Yeah, Sloan does it a lot. Every reading of hers is like someone that it's gross. It's scummy. It's so scummy.
Or $15 tier is a join button down below. You get access to exclusive slide readings you won't, but they weren't big enough. Pick a cards, and there's also a Discord. Williams, let's see what's going on with your conservatorship. Wendy.
He's putting the cards on her picture. Ew, this is so scummy.
The conservatorship. Oh.
He's very low energy. I thought that he would be more high energy than this.
Okay. Well, the King of Pentacles is a verse, which is about draining someone of their funds. There's so much going on here.
Hey, Deborah. Oh, no, your phone's going to die.
The Two of Swords is the conservatorship separating her from other people. And the Three of Swords tells me that there's like 3 parties involved. Three of Swords would tell me there's 3 individuals. The King of Cups is emotion. The Four of Cups, attachment. Page of Pentacles, money and expectation. I feel like a lot of people were battling for control over Wendy Williams. Not only her identity or her money, but also like her brand. I don't know if that's like her eggs, her child.
Yeah, I like the takes, Soft Goth says. I like the takes and views on this stuff. I wouldn't have thought much about it since it's outside my normal grifter stuff while I'm learning. Yeah, like, it's just, this kind of stuff is gross. And they do this for the clicks and the views, all these psychics on YouTube. So, yeah, I thought that he would be, like, more high energy than Tyler. He kind of looks like he'd be more high energy. But I think Tyler's more high energy than him.
And the bank or the network, I'm not really sure what it is. All I can tell,
because all the like pink and the bright, I thought he would be like more excited, you know?
Is that it feels like there were multiple people trying to gain control, and the Two of Swords.
He's just saying shit that's already in the paper. Like, this is the thing with these psychics that do celebrity stuff. They're just doing educated guesses. Like, the cards already are Barnum statements. And if you already kind of know the answer because you've been reading the news about celebrities, then your reading is going to sound very good. And it's just educated guesses using the Barnum statements from the cards, and it makes your reading sound amazing. That's all these tarot readings are. So, yeah, Sloan is very bad. Yeah, like Sloan is, okay, like pretty much, I have proof and links of it, but I want to interview some Black creators for my video I do on it. But I've watched their videos, and they show Sloan, her prediction, and then they show a video from Black creators from like 2016 who made the same predictions, but they weren't psychics. They were like, they're Black creators in the community, and they're paying attention, and they know what's going on, and they're in the music industry or entertainment industry. Like, these are all like through the grapevine, people have heard, and they knew this stuff was going to happen back in 2016. They called it, but their channels aren't big. So she's taking stuff from these black creators and then making them her predictions and her readings. So it's educated guesses, but it's based on stealing from black creators. And that's one of the things that Sloan does. She does it a lot. So, yeah. I hope you post this first, my first live with you. Yeah, I mean, this is a random live, so I'm just going to leave it up for people to watch. Yeah, yeah. I think he's just totally clueless. That's why his energy seems low. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I thought he would be more high energy than this. I thought he would be more exciting. So let's move on to. Whoa. Calm down. Let's move on to someone else just to kind of mix it up. We can't do TV shows. Like, this is the thing. What is this? What is this? So long. TV show pilot. My paranormal partner. What is that? Is he saying he has like a paranormal partner? Paranormal catalyst, from healing abilities to battling evil spirits. Oh my lord. Unlocking the supernatural. Dawn Phillips' incredible abilities confirmed. Paranormal catalyst. Looks like a TV show. Who is this guy? Okay, this is him, right? I'm going to look at this healing ability crap. Yeah, this guy's kind of giving me the ambulance chaser lawyer vibe. Sloan made a specific prediction for a rocker. It's supposed to happen in April 2025. Yeah, she steals things from other creators that are smaller and don't have a voice. Like, it's I've seen, it took me a while to find this stuff because these guys are very like, they've said that YouTube pushes them down and doesn't put them in the algorithm. And based on how much work it was for me to find these things, I kind of believe them. And they're showing like clips like side by side of like their predictions and then Sloan doing the prediction like 5 years later. Like she's taking stuff, and also apparently supposedly, but I don't know, I couldn't find proof. I have to dig and find proof. Supposedly people are saying as well is that she has a contact in the LAPD who feeds her information too. So like, yeah, I don't know. That one's going to be a hard one to prove. So it's just through the grapevine, right? Let's see what this guy has to say. He looks kind of iffy.
Things.
All right, come on, Eds, hurry up. Okay. Let's see.
Don was involved in one particular investigation of a woman who was having paranormal disturbances in her home, and she called out Don.
Do you think like sometimes American or North American people take people with a British accent more like credible because they sound fancy? Like I feel like this is a thing that does happen.
Don visited, and a number of things was presented to him. One of those things was actually a photograph. Now, what is interesting is that this woman who was having disturbances in her bedroom, she would claim that she would wake up in the early hours of the morning, and in the darkness, she knew that there was a presence there. And after talking to a number of people, they said, well, you know what, keep a camera handy, keep something handy. And if you wake up and you feel like there's a presence in your room, just take a photograph and just see if there's anything that turns up. Well, she did that, actually. And what was interesting is that she did obtain a photograph of what something seemingly looks like some type of figure in the bedroom.
Slightly, but also what is he even saying? He's mumble British. Yeah, he is mumbling a little bit. This guy's voice is sleepy. Yeah. Be such an awesome debunk video to have the anti-Sloan. Yeah, that's the Sloan stuff, it's a little bit tough because like I gotta pull together some like stuff, and also there's other things too that I'm like, I don't know, like proof of things that she said, and it's like I kind of want to highlight them, but it's also kind of like going down a really dark path too. So like the Sloan thing is like I'll work on it eventually. I'm just kind of ruminating on it. So yeah.
In the darkness, complete darkness. That particular photograph was sent off, I believe, to Kodak, and they conducted analysis on it. Now, their report basically stated that the photograph had not been doctored, and they couldn't find an explanation as to what was actually photographed at that
Are you
time.
going to show us the
Don
photo?
looked at that photograph, and he also did a number of enhancements on it, and we can take actually a look at that.
You showed me a photograph earlier, which I found extremely interesting. I am presented with many photographs from a lot of people over the years, but this one I do find extremely interesting.
I was asleep in bed and was awoken by all I could describe as somebody was leaning over me.
I knew the rock star in question. He was my brother friend, passed in 2011. Big reveal is supposed to come out in April. Okay. Mumble British, yeah. I only take Monty Python seriously.
I could actually sense that there was.
You couldn't see anybody who actually
No.
sense it.
Can we
No,
just
I
see the
couldn't
photo?
the
Like,
person, but I could sense that. Over me looking
I
at
don't.
me.
There's a bit of
So
music in
it's
there, and I don't know if it's going to cause an issue.
Picture where
There's some music in here. I don't want to get hit with the music. All right, you're talking about taking the picture. Can we see the picture? Let's speed this up. Hold on. They're talking an awful lot about this picture. Okay, here we go.
Random patterns or formations due to lighting conditions. Figures or look at that now. Visual pareidolia is where perceived images of faces, figures, or objects can be seen in random patterns or formations due to
Oh, is she saying down here? That looks like a face right here. Did they pull this from somewhere in here? Yeah, this is just pareidolia.
lighting conditions, shadows, and other variables. On this occasion, I don't believe this was the case. Over the years, I've been presented with hundreds of photographs claiming to be evidence of ghosts. To date, I find most of them extremely unconvincing. However, there is a handful I find of significant interest. I was about to add another photograph to that handful.
It's just pareidolia. My
It's very
God.
interesting when you actually look at the photograph. You can see that Don has applied a number of filters, but you can clearly see what looks to be some type of image of a person that was captured in the bedroom. We don't know actually, who this person could.
I don't know. It just seems like he's talking about paranormal investigations. Does he do any readings? God damn it. Fucking copyright music. Does he show up on Unsolved Mysteries or something? Is he like one of those, like, whatever, specialists or whatever that they interview? It kind of just seems like this is all Hollywood stuff. I'm not really going to take this guy seriously. He is clearly working on a ton of TV shows. I don't really take anyone seriously who's working on constant, like, Hollywood shit. Yeah, I'm not going to take it. All this stuff, too, is going to be copyrighted. There's a bunch of music in here that's iffy. Can I boost the volume a bit? Yeah, I had it down because, like, I think that there's going to be copyright music. I'd have to look at him separately because he does a bunch of TV shows, so. Yeah, I see a face, but that's pareidolia. Like, it's literally pareidolia. It's just artifacting, and we see faces and things that aren't faces, so. Right, this guy. Oh, God. Oh, God, they covered the telepathy tapes. No, that's bad. This guy's bad. This guy's really bad. Oh, my God. And girl, I guess. Whatever. There's two of them. She's a death doula. Oh, God. I'll listen to a little bit of his blah, 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 but he was on Sightings, the British guy. Yeah, I could see the British guy being on. Well, it showed that he was on a ton of TV shows. All right, here. All right, the telepathy tapes. They're really bad. It's really bad. Okay, so essentially the telepathy tapes are trying to prove it's a bunch of shit. It's a ton of shit. It's a ton of dumb shit. But essentially trying to like take especially autistic people and saying that they can communicate through telepathic ways. And they pretty much put these autistic kids through a bunch of like scientific what's the word? It's escaping me right now. Experiments. And they can't, like, they're all non-communicative autistic kids. So nonverbal. And they put them into these experiments and they can't consent, but their parents are making them do it. And then they're convinced. This is just like a part of it. It's very stupid and very not safe because there's people taking it seriously and they think that this will help their autistic child. And it's just, it's not good. It's not good. It's all pseudoscience bullshit. So Skeptical Inquirer has done multiple articles on this too. So, is that it here? No, that's a different one. Telepathy tapes. I know that they've here. Here we go. Okay. Stuart Vise. He's done some articles on it. As well, Susan and her people also try to keep Wikipedia updated, so I think that they'll probably throw something in here, but also the telepathy tapes is promoted by Joe Rogan. Podcast by documentary director Kai Dixon. Podcast presents non-speaking autistic children that are claimed to demonstrate telepathic communication and other paranormal abilities which are not accepted by science. Season 1 was released in 2024. Based on theories of former psychiatrist Diane Hennessy Powell, podcast examines the premise that non-speaking autistic children communicate telepathically with people around them through personal testimony, anecdotes, and interviews, paranormal powers, blah, 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 blah. It's not good for the kids. It's not good for the kids. There's a ton of debunking on it. If you follow Susan Gerbic too on Twitter, on X or whatever, she talks. She's been talking a lot about it lately. So, yeah. Google classifies it as a science podcast, but it's not. It's an anti-science podcast. Yeah, it's all pseudoscience. Yeah. They start the show saying that this guy's a huge skeptic and a materialist. This is how they do all these paranormal shows and crap. Now I'm a skeptic and now I believe it's a hook. It's just to sell the story. So, that's the people going straight to hell. And I don't even believe in hell. Also Joe Rogan. Yeah. Say no more. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The scientists and experts on this show are all people with long histories of paranormal belief, even though they want to act like they're scientists, right? The primary expert of the podcast is Diane Hennessy. That's the psychiatrist. There's been a lot of really shitty psychiatrists and therapists that have like messed up our world. Like look at, Satanic Panic. Like there's these like really shitty ones can throw us back for a number of years. It's such a mess. Yeah. So she describes herself as an author, public speaker, researcher, and practicing psychiatrist, but does not include a curriculum or a list of publications. A Google search of her did not turn up any published empirical studies by or co-authored by her. In addition to the book, she appears to have written 3 chapters in edited books and a number of book reviews in the Journal of Parapsychology and other places. So she's never actually done an official scientific study. Her biography indicates she served as director of research. A former colleague at Harvard passed into that many readers will recall that Harvard professor of psychiatry John Mack wrote in 1994 the book Abduction: Human Encounters with Aliens. Oh yeah, he's one of those guys who convinces people that they've been abducted by aliens. Yeah, this is all just a fucking mess. Oh look, they use QEEGs. Remember, that's that pseudoscience bullshit that Tyler Henry used to prove that he was psychic or some bullshit. It's not even a recognized scientific test. Like the science community says it's bunkus. Hey Tracy. Yeah, they've done a big dig into this. So what I'd suggest is you just Google telepathy tapes, like look for the Skeptical Inquirer, or you can do telepathy tapes, I think Debunked. And you can read some different articles and stuff on it too. The telepathy tapes, that's the thing, people are giving them too much attention. Like people are I really hope that these come on. People are like writing good things about it, and I just really hope more people are writing the truth about it. Okay. All right, at least these guys seem to be okay. Okay, some people are writing the truth about it. Some people are not, though, and that's the thing. It's a mess. Yeah, dangerous, unscientific nonsense. Yeah, just Google telepathy tapes debunked. You can read all these articles. There's a lot of different viewpoints on it. There's a lot of different proof of debunks and things like that too. Like it's a mess. It's a mess. So yeah, essentially like convincing parents that their nonverbal autistic children can communicate through telepathic ways, and then forcing them to do these experiments and tests and put them in these positions where they're like, oh, they're going to communicate through paranormal ways. Yeah, Joe Rogan promotes the telepathy tapes. And yeah, that's why. All right, well, listen to what this guy sounds like for a bit.
I'm Mirza, Trench Channel Medium. Welcome to my series, Channeling Phineas.
So he's a trance medium, which is what I believe Lorraine Warren said, that she was a light trance medium.
Today's channeling will be about ancient Egypt.
I didn't want to like come across like a certain way, and I don't. It's really hard to explain. Like sometimes I don't tell you guys stuff that's going on in my head because it's like, oh, what's the word? What's the word? Shit. What's the word? It's like biases or whatever. Like, I can't think of the word. It's like psychic industry, like people in the psychic industry will take advantage of people's perceived biases, right? So it's just like that one lady that I know when I was growing up. She dyed her hair black and started tanning, going to the tanning salon and using like tanning, like self tanner and all that crap. She married a guy, an indigenous, First Nations. And then she took his last name and then she divorced him. And then she started selling herself as a psychic indigenous person, as a shaman. Yeah, not even just confirmation bias, but like assumptions people make about like, women, about races, about whatever, like different countries and things like that, right? And it's like the psychic industry is really bad at doing this. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. And that's the thing, like any psychic that I knew, there were so many grifters, and all the ones that didn't just look like white people, like no offense, but all the ones that didn't just look like white people always took advantage of their ethnicity and tried to play on different ethnic sides of their psychic abilities and stuff. So not unconscious bias. It's like how, Americans think all Canadians say a boot, and we all like eat bacon. We do. And we all like maple syrup. Majority of us do. But it's one of those things. It's like, stereotype. That's it. Stereotype. That's the word. Sorry. It's just my fibro fog. I forget words. It's like the psychic industry really takes advantage of stereotypes. And if they can play on a stereotype, they're going to like push that hardcore. So, yeah. Anyway, this guy is just screaming all this at me. Like, I've met many people like this. Yeah. Like in the pyramids and just...
I'm Phineas, and I greet you in peace.
I knew that he was going to fucking do this shit. And I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to come across as assuming and being like racist or something. Oh my God. These guys have almost 500,000 subscribers. I fucking knew that this guy was going to do this. He was going to talk like this. I fucking knew he was going to do this. This is the stereotype shit. This is the stereotype shit. So quick. No, I knew. As soon as I seen their channel, I'm like, this guy's going to do this, but I'm not going to call it because I don't want to come across, a certain way, but I just know. Wow.
Your reality, known as physical reality, is pure consciousness.
Oh my God.
Consciousness does not emanate from physical reality. Physical reality emanates and is created by consciousness.
Dude. Oh my God. Oh, okay. He talks about Joe Rogan here. Yeah, this is excellent. What the fuck, man? Okay, what about this chick? Does this chick do anything? Let's hear what this chick is gonna do. I don't think she's not gonna do anything offensive other than agreeing with the telepathy tapes and Joe Rogan. That's what I'm gonna.
The word magic
predict.
is a very complex and hard word to understand because it means so much to different people in so many different ways.
What did I miss? You missed someone who is using this stereotype. I can't even. He's putting on an accent because he's saying he's a trance medium. So he's like, he's let an Egyptian into his body to speak, and then he puts on a really shitty accent and just really. Yeah, he's fake. Does he have a course? Yeah, we can check
It's
that.
hard to encapsulate what the word magic means, but in society, your bar.
Okay, at least that chick like talks normal. Let's see. Live trance channeling, paranormal investigations, audience Q&A, lots of laughter. Let's see their website. I like that. It's pretty. All right, online classes. I don't like that. That's too much. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I can't read this. Hold on. Okay. The spiritual relief courses. What are you asking if they had? Sorry, what was it again? What was I looking for? Does he have a course? occulty course selling people. Okay, channeling, yeah. Botox and Temu shopper like me. Yeah, I don't hold well, you know what? If someone is self-aware they're Botox, like I didn't make fun of like what was her name? Shit, what's that fucking redhead's name that we did the TikTok psychic? What the hell was her name again? I totally forgot it. I'm having a brain fart. God, I totally gapped on her name. Amy Bolesky, right. Amy Bolesky is like self-aware Botox or not Botox, fillers girl. Like she always makes fun of herself for getting fillers, but she loves them. So I'm like, I don't hold that against someone if they're self-aware. Yeah. Sounds like she's trying to be a cult leader. She does kind of have that soft voice, doesn't she? In fact, there's so much negativity about this online, every article practically. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Okay, well, they're selling courses for awakening yourself and blah, blah, of course. There's 7 relief modules. Are these all books? Ebooks. Oh, God, this is all module, this whole system. Wow. Okay, well, they are selling courses. Oh, they have retreats. Yeah. That's edging on the cultiness. It's getting there. Let's view his bio. Indian born, New York City raised, 80s former heavy metal musician from the Bronx. I don't know. Is there anyone Egyptian in chat? Is it offensive that someone of Indian heritage who was born in America put on that accent? Like, isn't that kind of offensive? Like, I don't think he's a medium. I think he's just someone who is a performer. That's it. These are all the people that he has apparently. Yeah, these are all the people he channeled. This is all stupid. This is so stupid. Then he moved to LA and met his wife. Okay, yeah, they're in LA. Not surprised. Okay. I'm gonna say yeah, sweet goth. A little bit of the culty vibe. It could be. They could make it happen, I think, if they wanted to. Someone to come up copying Miss Cleo. Yeah, we haven't had a Miss Cleo copycat, huh? I'm very self-aware. I have enough filler in me to make a Cabbage Patch baby. Yeah, that's the thing. If you're self-aware, I'm like, I don't hold it against you. Like, I have filler in my lips. I've talked about it. Like, as long as you're like self-aware and you're not trying to hide it, I don't think anything's wrong with it. I think when people are trying to hide it, then it gets weird. It's like you can tell when someone's had some work done. Like, come on. Yeah, retreats are a sign of a cult. It really is. Yeah, Mr. Guru. Yeah, he's acting like the next Gandhi. He's not. He didn't even grow up in India. He grew up in New York. He's using a Temu voice enhancement. Yeah. Who even recommended this guy to me? I can't remember. Someone said his name, I think, right? I don't know. I think he's coming off like wildly offensive. But am I surprised? No. Have I seen this before? Yes. A lot. It's like the story I told you about that lady who pretended to be indigenous. Like, that's just one of many stories. 2019. Yeah, they took advantage of the pandemic. Everyone who kind of created a YouTube channel during the pandemic did grow quite big. So the pandemic people were like super bored and searching for answers. Well, they have 500K subscribers, but their views are all over the place. Did we jump into a parallel reality? Oh God, did you guys hear there's some psychics that are saying that when their predictions aren't coming true, they've said that we've jumped into another reality and they didn't predict this reality because they didn't expect us to jump. It's so stupid. It's like the dumbest thing. Well, yeah, his eye makeup, he used to be a heavy metal rock star, right? So he's a performer and now he's pretending to be a medium and he's doing a performance. Yeah. Yeah. We do have Miss Cleo. Is there Miss Cleo? Is there people doing the whole accent and everything? I haven't seen the whole accent. I haven't seen anyone doing the accent. Char Malgoras. All right. How long have we been streaming for? 2.5 hours. I have to pee. So either we pause for a minute for a break, or we end the stream. What do you guys want to do? 'Cause I have to use the washroom. Maybe it's Maybelline. I hear that from the Miss Cleo. Yeah, if you guys know which ones are the copycats too, just throw their names in and we can look at them. All right. But what do you guys want to do? Pause or end the stream? I don't even know how many people are in here right now. How many do we got? Take a break? Okay. From the islands, not accents from the islands. Yeah, yeah. If they're like, yeah, I mean, if they're from there, then it's not so bad. It's ones that fake the accent. Cleo wasn't from there, so. All right, I'll be right back. All right, try it. I just was eating a couple pieces of candy. I'm just going to take my vitamins, which are also candy. They're gummies. Char uses her dog. Oh, okay. Well, look at that. Okay. So what does she do? She uses her dog? Yeah, piece of candy. Uses her dog and incorporates religion. I hate the psychics and the ghost hunters and all that who incorporate religion. Like they hide. It's like the Warrens. They're using if you're into the religion, just know like they're blaspheming because they're using religion as like a shield to protect them from people. Edibles break, yeah, if only. I am actually allergic to weed, so unfortunately I can't. But I am gonna take a painkiller though because 6:30. Oh shit. I dropped my vitamin D. Okay, there we go. I'll take my other vitamins. Oh, Antoine, you just missed the worst one. Oh, is this John Edwards' mentor? Of course. You know, that's what I started doing. I got to work on that Warren's video. I've been starting to go back into the past of people, like famous people, and figure out like who was their mentor, who taught them. I have the Warrens. I have some of them for the Warrens, and I find it really fascinating. And maybe we should do that for like a bunch of psychics too, like who taught this person, who taught this person, and the person before them, and so forth. It's very interesting. It's very enlightening. Yeah, I've been trying to switch to vitamin gummies because like I have pill boxes for my pills and stuff, but like my vitamins are too fucking big. And then like I forget to take them if I don't put them in my pill box. But if they're a gummy, because I like candy, I'll remember to take them. So I'm currently working through the rest of my pills, but I have vitamin D, vitamin C coming for next month as gummies because then I'll be out of my normal pills. I have my biotin and a bunch of other stuff in this pill or gummy. It's a gummy. And then once I finish my multivitamins, then I'll be switching to a gummy because I don't know. They're just like, I'll eat it. If it's a gummy, I'll eat it. If it's not a gummy, it like doesn't fit in my pill box and I forget to take it all the time. So it's a bad thing, but I think it's like, I think it's one of those quirk things. Like, there's quirky things about people with ADHD. I've been watching other people who have ADHD. I've watched like their shorts and their reels and all that, and their TikToks, and I'm like, I have the same things. Like, it's so funny. I'm like, oh yeah, I do that. I do that too. I didn't realize that was like a ADHD quirk, and I'm like, okay, now it explains a lot. I'm like, I have these weird things, these weird quirks that I'm like, I don't know why I do this, but I do this, and then it's like, oh, it's ADHD. I'm like, okay, and one of them is gummies. Like people that are neurodivergent will remember to take vitamins if it's a gummy, but if it's a pill, we always forget to take it. Yeah, gummy vitamins rule. Yeah, for me, it's just like if it can't fit in my pill boxes, because see, I have these like little pill boxes. If it can't fit in here, then I won't take it. I'll forget. Like I forget to take it. Like my shit. Where is it? Hold on. I have to go digging for it because I think I hold on. I think I removed it from the. It's a big bottle, and I was like, oh yeah, okay. Here, hold on. I found it. It was closer than I thought it was. Okay. So my Omega, you can't get this in a gummy, unfortunately. But like, let me show you the size of these pills. Look how big this fucking pill is, right? And I always forget to take it because I'm like, it doesn't fit in my box. And I always put it like off to the side over here because it's too big for my desk too. I'm like, it takes too much room. Since I'm thinking of it, I'm going to take it right now. Shar was on E! Network before Tyler. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, it's a big ass pill, right? Oh, on my little chat plugin, it looks like Sweet. Is it Sweet Goth? Some of your names are black and it's not showing up. I'll have to play around with that. It looks like it's not showing up. Yeah, fish oil capsules are so freaking big. It's so annoying. Oh my god. It's like the worst. Okay, let's take a look and see if there's anything in here that we can look at. She's only got like 8,000 subscribers. Is she really been around for that long? Hold on, let's take a look at her Facebook. She must have something. Let's take a look at all of her socials. Because you guys say that she's been around for a long time, right? The cod liver too. I don't think I've ever taken cod liver. Is it the same as fish oil? I feel like it's the same, isn't it? All right. So she writes books. Like this is a key. If you want to make it as a psychic, if you want to make a bunch of money, you want to be famous as a psychic, you got to write a book. Always write a book. That always seems to be the key thing. Write a book. She's ancient. Okay, yeah. So she's been around for a long time. Maybe she just hasn't really done much social media. Book her. Okay. I don't see any pricing. I'm just curious how much she charges. Virtual reading. Oh, $300 for an hour and a half. 6 people. So that's a shared reading. All right. Then a class for $300. Virtual group reading again, $300. I wonder if Susan has done her. Hold on. Because Susan will end up, that's fairly affordable for them to do operations on. Sorry if I'm screaming into the fucking mic. I apologize. Hold on. Susan Garbeck. Has she done them? Okay, I'm going to sneeze. Oh my god, I'm going to sneeze. I can feel it. It doesn't want to come. It's going to randomly come. I'm sorry, guys. All right, Char. Here we go. The reading Char gave was horrible and cringy, embarrassing. Oh, I want to watch it. 2001 WGN. I wonder if I can find this. Hold on. Ooh, here it is. Okay, let's watch it. Okay, hold on.
Char Margolis claims she has a special gift to see spirits, read thoughts, and predict the future.
She says everyone has this power. You just need to know how to.
Oh, God, there's music. Oh, fuck. I forgot the music. I hate the music.
I mean, are you one of the psychics that you look at people and you can read things about them?
Yeah.
Like, do you
Volume?
sense anything about me?
May
You
I
want
read
some
for
help?
you?
Sure,
Okay,
yeah.
I need you to be open-minded about everyone living and deceased. Do you know the names of people deceased and living, grandparents, parents? Okay, I see an M or J person.
M or J. M or J is always the classic first guess on a cold reading, a completely cold reading. M or J. I talk about that in a few of my videos. So does Susan.
Do you have somebody, family, that is a J or an M?
I don't.
Yes, you do. Duh.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Is
yeah.
it a J or M?
M.
Is it a male or female?
Duh.
M? I don't know.
Female.
Is it spelled M-A-R?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mary is the most common female name in North America, and James is the most common male name. So,
Yeah.
Like Mary?
Yeah.
Is that your mom?
As my daughter.
Or it's your daughter?
Was
Your
there?
daughter's okay, isn't she?
Yeah, I mean,
Wait,
I don't know what
she's
she's living.
living. But is there another Mary or Marie deceased or middle name like this from your husband's side?
Yeah, she does
Okay,
talk
I
like
think
John
there
Edward.
may be.
Yeah.
But anyway, is she starting a new project or a new after school something or a new?
I don't know what my daughter's doing.
We don't talk very much anymore.
Have you met her?
That's not good. And
Maybe I should shift you over to Larry.
Yeah.
and does she? And I'm
Dean,
seeing.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Is there? Does she have a boyfriend?
She's only 6.
She's only 6. Okay.
Yeah, she's guessing all. So she tried to guess the after school project, and the way that she answered, saying, I don't know about my daughter, it sounded like maybe her daughter was older. Like, she's totally cold reading. She hasn't done any research. It sounded like, okay, maybe this woman's daughter is older, and she doesn't know what her daughter's doing because she's moved out. And that's why then she guessed boyfriend, and she didn't realize that the daughter was 6 years old. So, yeah.
Okay.
I let you know.
Okay, I mixed up about. Okay, I didn't know how old she was. I do communicate with the spirit world. Who's the little boy that she's friends with then? There's a little boy that she's very close to. I feel he's like a J, or is
J, James, most common name for male in North America.
there like an?
I don't know any of her friends. No, I don't. I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know which little boy she's friends with at school.
Sure.
Okay.
That kind of says a lot about this lady and the kind of mother she is. No offense, but offense, I guess.
If this is, okay, everybody's got intuition, everybody's
Yeah.
got a hunch, big
my
deal.
fault.
But if you
Right.
say, hey, I've got this amazing ability to read minds and
I
see
don't.
things
Okay,
or
now
whatever,
that's
what
what
can
I
you do?
don't do. I
Okay.
don't read minds.
Okay.
What I do is I communicate with the spirit world.
Yeah.
And I also help people prevent problems and attain goals by using, helping them use their intuition.
Okay, so how do you explain you failing miserably here to predict
Well,
the
that's
ground?
part
Wait
of
a
my
second.
fault.
But
That's part of my
yeah,
fault,
but I
Larry.
picked up on Mary. I said it's her
Yeah, yeah.
daughter. When I was 5 years old, I had a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't you?
Okay.
So
The X-Files song is playing, so like I don't like the music playing. It's a problem. Hold on, let me bring up the transcript and see if anything interesting. Because the stupid there's no transcript. Damn it.
Well, you didn't say Mary, you said an M or a J. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
I got an M and a J in my family. You got an M and a J in your family?
Yeah, he clocked her. Yeah, he's clocking her so hard. Yeah.
Mary, the most common girl name.
He's
also.
not open
Oh, see, he knew the Mary's the most common female name. Yeah.
to
That other guy.
experience.
We're
You know what?
we're
He's
skeptical.
very closed-minded. What do you say to people
Right.
that are closed?
Yeah, because women are more open-minded for this stuff. And if you go on like a TV show or something, if you're a psychic, the psychics will usually try to read a woman in the audience or a woman host because women are more open and women are people pleasers. And we tend to try to people please whoever we're talking to. Like it's a bad habit, but women are more likely to people please, not call out somebody, and more likely to believe as well. So yeah.
Closed-minded. They think
Well, you're allowed to be closed-minded.
Okay.
You're allowed to, but
I don't like this X-Files music.
Do most people react to you that way, though, and say, we just don't believe it?
No, most people are very respectful, and
You failed.
you know what, Larry? Here's the deal.
Yeah.
I'm going to read for you.
Yeah.
Not
You
we'll
failed, yeah.
do this off camera.
Yeah.
If you allow me to read for you.
Sure.
And then I'll come back
WGN,
on
yeah.
the show.
Okay.
And you will be the one to decide if what you feel is truth or
Did
not.
she actually
Okay.
do
with
this?
the reading. Now,
I
and
hope you
have
hit it out of the
but-
park as well
but
as you did
need
here
to-
today.
You need to be honest.
These guys are good, yeah.
So.
Okay,
He
I'm
needs to
happy
be
to.
honest. He needs to open up his
Yeah,
mind. I've
and
been saying this
you
for
need to be
years.
open-minded, and you know what?
Yeah, it's so funny because I was mentioning this in another video or live stream or something. And like when I was growing up, my mom was always about like, and still like she's a hippie. She's like, fight the system, fuck the man and all this shit, right? And then like she'd always be like, you need to be open-minded, psychic abilities, blah, 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 spiritual world. But the minute that someone is like, doesn't believe, it's like immediately it's closed-mindedness. Like she always taught me like, oh well, just forget them. They're non-believer. Like it's so funny you get so closed-minded about people that are skeptical and don't believe. So off camera, she may have Googled him. Yeah, you're probably
You need
right.
to be kind to people.
Oh,
Yes.
ooh, peace
Thank
on
you.
earth.
It was
Peace on earth. Did she interview him after as well? Okay, let's see. That's so funny. This guy totally called her out, man. Yeah, at one point she said the female host blamed herself for the bad reading, saying, "Larry, it was partly my fault." This is the females were really bad for being people pleasers. We do this. We do this a lot. Like I do it too. I do it all the time. I try to be really polite and people please, and Canadians are really bad. Like Canadians already, we have a problem with that. Unless you piss us off, then we get like super like bitchy. But like it's tough. Yeah. I tend to let a lot of things slide and don't call out people. Like I try to people please too much. It's a problem. Yeah. All right. Did she read him after? Okay, so this Dutch radio host, Henk Westbroek, wrote in 2007 that Char used hot and cold reading on him when they both were on the Dutch television program Char. How simple it would have been for her to just have quickly taken a peek at Larry and Robin's social media and repeated some of the tidbits. Yeah, like she totally was cold reading them. She did not do any research on these hosts, which is a mistake. If you're going to go on to a talk show as a medium, at least try to back up your fake claims by doing a bit of research ahead of time. She made the rookie mistake of not Googling before she went on the show. Exactly. Another Canadian stereotype. It kind of is. Like, we are nice people unless you listen. The Geneva Convention exists because of us, all right? It's never legal the first time. And Canadians will always find we're very vicious when you piss us off. But when, like, we are people pleasers naturally with Canadians, we say sorry a lot, even when we don't mean it. We just say sorry. It happens all the time. And then, as well, females, just we tend to do that as women. And then it's even worse as Canadians. Like, there's a lot of Canadian creators that I'm like, I'm a recovering people pleaser. Like, I see it from a ton of them. I'm like, yeah. It's really bad. We're really bad for that. Oh yeah, the rest of our social media we're going to look at. 46K followers on Facebook. That's pretty good. Yeah. I'm not surprised because she's an older medium and Facebook tends to be the Gen X and some baby boomers. Like it's the older generations that use Facebook primarily. I know like I should probably do some more lives. I could live stream to Facebook and YouTube at the same time, but I think I gotta like pay for a service for that, for the dual streaming thing. But all right, so she's doing a podcast. Yeah, so she's doing live streaming on Facebook. So she's doing live streaming on Facebook, but not on YouTube because it looks like her audience
It's
is
always
all on Facebook.
shocking to me when
Is that her dog?
I have turned on the YouTube and I go, oh my God, that TV's too big. It's not like I take a lot of time doing makeup and hair and everything. But that's why
sounds almost British with the apologies. It is 100% a British thing. Yes. We Canadians have a ton of British like idiosyncrasies. We do. We all do the dry humor. Like we're very British, even though we don't sound British, we act very British. We're very British over here. Yeah. My neighborhood used to be Canadian, now it's Russian. Ooh, yeah, that's a big change. So now I understand why I'm a people pleaser and apologize so much. Yeah. The dog looks zooted. Yeah, I mean, he might just be tired. That's her new dog? Oh, okay. Oh, shit. I already did this.
they're not
Facebook.
manipulated. They're not manipulated. There's no script.
Nope.
We just talk from our hearts and hopefully talk to our guides to help everybody. I go straight to the source of healing and up into the wisdom of the universe.
That's all the spiritual mumbo jumbo blah blah blahs. All the buzzwords, you know. Okay, what do we got? Is this what she does? She just like holds her dog up constantly in front of the camera? Is this like yeah, this is a Chihuahua. I want to get a Chihuahua for my next dog, but it's not going to be a while because I need to have the time to raise a new dog. My dog, I put my dog down last summer, end of the summer. School for Psychics. Who's Chris Colfer? Is this a medium? Oh, he's an actor, author, actor. Okay, which one should we play? I was thinking about maybe this one because what's this? Kelly Ripa? Is she talking to them or talking about them? Mythos did that with his dog and it farted. That's fucking classic.
Let me go.
I love that. Yeah. It was my last dog that I had. But I'm just like, I don't want to get a new dog until I know I have the time for it. Because I do train my dogs a lot, so.
Shar Margolis, Shar Communications Incorporated, and Shar Vision LLC do not endorse or offer for any purpose but entertainment the views of any guest or other expert on Shar Vision or UBN. Yeah, she's an old school psychic, and all the old school psychics, this is what you did. You put this is all for entertainment purposes. That's what you write everywhere. But you still sell yourself as being psychic. Like that's the thing. It's very misleading, right? So Kelly Ripa loves her. Yeah, okay, I'm not surprised. Yeah. He was holding it up next to his face. Oh, that's so funny.
Things before they bed and didn't help that can.
It's the month of May 2020,
I just don't want the music.
And I'm just so excited because today I have two very special guests.
Yeah, her dog just looks tired.
Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos, right, Mark? Yeah, sorry about that. And I don't know if you guys know the story, but we'll tell it later about the prediction I did when Kelly was auditioning. But I want to get right to what, and people are fearful because of the people respect you, and I'm just so honored that you decided that you would do my show today because it means the world to me.
Technical issues. Okay.
Us, Shar, as you know, and I, during this time especially.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna skip ahead because it's annoying.
There's so much uncertainty.
Let's just do this.
Sometime after July 6th.
Right.
That's all we know.
So it's still going. It's moving.
Yeah, potato camera. Yeah, potato camera and potato internet too.
You have a hiatus. You have a hiatus, don't you?
We do. We have an August hiatus.
Yeah. Okay. So it probably won't be till after that.
Is that what you're thinking?
Who knows? That's what I'm hoping for you because
Where's this Mark Consuelos guy from? I recognize him. Hey, Luke. Yeah, no worries. We've been going for a while, to be honest. We had to take a little bit of a potty break even. Mark Consuelos? Where do I know him from? Where is he from? Might have been Riverdale. I know he was in like some, soap operas, but I know him from something else. It might have been Riverdale because I didn't really watch soap operas when I was younger. I found them boring as fuck. They met on All My Children. Oh, is she from All My Children as well? I didn't realize that she was in soap operas. Okay. How do I... Okay, never mind. I'll look him up later. I think it's Riverdale. I think I'm thinking of Riverdale.
I'm hoping it for you because it's like
he's
so
a Lifetime
dangerous.
actor.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I mean
Mark,
he's very good looking.
Yeah. Well, I talk to dead people, but I'm dying to ask you this.
Okay.
So you're on Riverdale.
Yeah.
And
okay, she said it right there.
Perry was on Riverdale. And my question is, does anyone ever feel his spirit on the set or his energy?
We definitely feel his loss.
You feel his loss.
Yeah.
Okay, right there. If she's good, like I don't know how often, how many times has she read Mark? Because it sounds like he's not a believer. It sounds like Kelly's the believer. But right there, that sounds like he's not a believer.
We definitely feel the loss of his presence.
Yeah, but do you ever feel like, do lights ever go on and off, or does someone say, boy, that's a sign from Luke? Or
No, I can't say that I have had that.
Right.
Yeah, he answered very well.
A lot.
Right.
We've been looking at different psychics, Luke. Just ones that people have listed. We've just been kind of randomly pulling up psychic videos to look at them. It's too cringe. I've turned the sound off.
Certain scenarios, and I shake my head to be like, I cannot believe, just can't believe he's gone.
It's devastating.
Big loss.
Yeah, he's answering very strategically. You can tell he's not a believer. And if she's smart, she would just move on to something with Kelly. Like she should always have a backup. It doesn't sound like she's very good at planning this stuff though.
Us, you know, for our Riverdale family, he was so present.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so sad. But even when you think of somebody, love is the bridge that connects us to the other side. I think that even when we remember people, it helps connect us to them in their energy and their spirit, because it's like prayer is positive thinking, and positive energy attracts positive energy, and positive thought is
Spiritual mumbo jumbo, word vomit, throw in the Bible a little bit.
positive energy. So it's yeah.
Like be positive. I'm not saying that it's wrong. Like positive attitude will make your life better, right? Being negative all the time obviously won't. But I'm just saying, like in this case, when I complain or make fun of these people, they're just like word vomiting spiritualist crap to fill the dead air and to make them sound better and to distract from the misses, because she just had a bunch of misses right there with Luke, right? So like, wait, Luke Perry, right? Yeah, Luke Perry. Like she just missed on that guess. So now she's trying to distract them with a bunch of like word vomit right there. Yeah, she tried to double down and now she's word vomiting to refocus to something else. Yeah.
I mean, but he's never forgotten them on that set, huh?
No, when we talked,
it's funny when you brought him up, I was like, oh my God, we were just talking about him because Mark said that
Kelly is now going to find something because Kelly's a believer.
The void that he left is still felt. It's still a felt void.
My feeling is he's still there.
Okay.
My feeling is he still visits, and I think everybody on the set should probably try to look for signs. Okay. Like,
yeah, and this is the other thing that a lot of mediums do too when they have a miss. They're like, well, look for a sign of this in the future, or you're going to be in the shower later and this is going to come to you and you're going to realize what this meant. Or the other one is, oh, this hasn't happened yet. I guess they're telling me that this is going to happen in the future. Those are the three things that you also provide as like an explanation as to why you didn't get a hit. Yeah. Someone has media training. Yeah, actually, he's had media training. He answered very well. Yeah, he's had very good media training. Yeah. Luke Perry died like 6 years ago. Yeah, this reading is, I think they showed the date on it, but this was posted 2 months ago, but I feel like based on the potato camera and the internet, I don't know. I mean, maybe this was filmed like a while ago.
You know what? Oh, that, that's something he would wear. That's something he would say, or that song was his favorite.
Yeah, and that's saying they give these like very generalized signs, like, oh, the other one is like, oh, if you see coins or if you see money, that is your loved one trying to reach out to you. If you see a ladybug, that is your loved one. If you see a butterfly, that is your loved one. Like it's so stupid. Yeah, this is giving 2020. You're right. It probably was 2020, to be honest. This feels like a 2020 situation. Yeah.
Or whatever it is.
Okay.
I bet anything. I bet
he's trying to get her to shut up. Can you? Sorry, I keep pausing it because like this is what you got to do for fair use. But it's clear he's trying to get her to like move on. He keeps like trying to interrupt her, and tell her to carry on, you know?
I bet anything that there are other people.
And that's a people pleaser smile right there. Like he does not want to be here right now.
Actors who worked maybe more closely with him, who played their child or spouse or whatever it is. I bet that you should ask them, and I'd love to know what the answer is, because they always get to somebody, you know, there's always somebody. So
he just like rolled his eyes and he's looking off to the side. Okay, watch his body language. He's fun to watch. Watch his body language through all this.
So anyway,
He's
so
bored.
Kelly, I had this dream and I have no idea what it means, and it could.
Okay, she moved on, and look, he looks so relieved. Like, she's moved on to dreams, and he's like, oh, okay, I can relax again. Oh man. Has the awkwardness stopped yet? If you need to get rid of a British person, just bring up awkward subjects. Yeah, that kind of works for Canadians too, I think. I don't know. Yeah, that might work.
It could be psychological, but in the dream, you
Okay, just watch him. He's funny. Watch him through
had
this.
a problem. You were running, but you were wearing.
Also, look at her. Sorry, I'm trying to teach you guys this too. Kelly Ripa, her body language, like she's so locked in right now. She's like so locked in and invested, and he keeps looking super bored. So
like moccasins or like soft shoes. And I don't know if your foot was bad or what. And one of your shoes were bad. Have you had any problem with your feet?
I mean, yes. And I also, I mean, I got injured.
She jogs on the treadmill and the doctor shut her down.
Yeah.
Yeah, like being able to just concentrate the reading on Kelly, he's like a lot more relaxed now. Like it's easier for him to just divert over to Kelly. He doesn't want to talk about his deceased coworker. Yeah. Which I would be the same too. I would be like, no, I'm not gonna bring like someone I cared about into this nonsense, you know? But he's doing this because his wife is into it, right? Like you can tell he's doing this for Kelly.
It was just put on, I was just taken off the treadmill.
When was this? Because this was like a week ago or something?
Yeah, it was about a week ago, and I thought that was like just such a weird dream, and I thought she must have problems with her feet.
He just gave her the week, like he just gave her the timeline. So
her legs or something.
Yeah, she can actually
it's all connected.
Yeah, Kelly's trying hard to find connections. Yeah, she just said it too. Yeah. Yeah, she's trying really hard. He's trying to like make Kelly happy. You can tell he's not a believer because when the reading was first concentrated on him and his deceased coworker, just he was so not having it. So Kelly's also super thin, probably exercise. She may not be the most nourished, not hard to guess. She may have injuries. It's been a week. I remember like I watched a bit of Regis and Kelly. Well, I remember, what was it? Oh God, like I'm old. I remember Regis before Kelly Ripa. It was like someone else, right? Or was Kelly Ripa first? Whenever Kelly Ripa was on, I found it entertaining. The other female host he had, I didn't really like her. I found her abrasive. But Kelly Ripa I always found entertaining. And I remember Kelly would always talk about like being clumsy and like hurting her hand or hurting a leg. Like she's a clumsy person and she talked about that a lot. Like she would always talk about these instances she would get herself into, right? Yeah, he rolls his head like, yeah, no, yeah.
You're allowed to start jogging again, right?
Yeah, I'm allowed. Today they said I can try like a light jog on the treadmill because I heard.
But you need to really be careful about the shoes you're wearing.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense too.
And don't.
He doesn't remember. He just said shoes. When she started this whole thing about the foot thing, so when she first brought up something about the foot, he interrupted her for a second and he said shoes. Remember your shoes? And they forgot that they just said that. So she's just repeating back what they just said. Before Kelly, it was Kathy Lee. Yeah, I didn't like Kathy Lee Gifford. I found her very annoying. Yeah. I like Kelly Ripa. I found her funny. And like Regis is he can be a bit like abrasive too. So like Kathy Lee and Regis together were too abrasive. Whereas like Kelly Ripa will like calm Regis down. and make fun of him when he starts being stupid. So I do enjoy Kelly. Like, I find her entertaining. Yeah. Yeah, Taylor. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. And as well too, Victoria.
Don't overdo it. I mean, if I had a dream about it, which is so bizarre, and it's true, it was a psychic dream. So I just feel like you should like just take it slow. It's better to be safe than sorry.
It's very hard, you know, when I don't really live. I was just saying this. I was talking to a mental health expert a couple of weeks ago, and she said, "I said, how are people doing during this time? Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
What
this
your
is
clients?
COVID time,
What do they
like you
say?"
guys guessed. Yeah.
And she said, "Well, you know, my introverts are doing quite well because."
Yeah, I'm an introvert, and I think all of us introverts actually did quite well during the pandemic. We were fine with everything that happened. So, oh yeah, Char's not believable. She's cold reading like hardcore. Also, like when you said in the chat, Kelly likes her a lot. Like, Kelly sees her a lot. So like, she knows Kelly and she knows a bunch about Kelly's life already. So this isn't technically a cold reading. This is actually like, I can't remember the word for it. Susan knows the word for it because they already know each other and she's already done some readings. She's already like prepped. She's prepped Kelly to expect her style. And she's also learned stuff about Kelly. So it's easier for her to do a reading about Kelly. So, are any of them real mediums? Nah.
Because they've been planning for this all their lives.
Right.
And you know, Ryan and me are both like public extroverts, but we're very introverted. We don't really go anywhere. We go to our job.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I can like do really well in crowds and at parties, but I get like super tired and I need to be alone to like recharge. They call that an extroverted introvert because you can be a little bit of both, right?
We go to the gym and we come home, and that's pretty much it.
And that's why a bunch of readings that happened during COVID were like Barnum statements. They were talking about people who are like, because everyone's a little bit extroverted, a little bit like, it's just a matter of percentage wise, like which one's hangs heavier, right? So when you do a reading and you're like, oh, you know, you like being at home and to relax and but you still enjoy, you know, seeing people or being social once in a while. And it's just Barnum statements. So, like maybe not believable, but relatable, especially with her little dogs. Yeah. I mean, the pets, like they sell, you know, it's funny. Cause like I used to have a marketing business too, right? And, you know, I'm really good at like recognizing patterns. And I happen to notice like people's YouTube channels that take off a lot, they have like props or they have like a pet sidekick or like it's like you have something on top of just being the host. And like, there's just something about that with people and they get like really into it. And it's so funny because I've been researching some since coming back to YouTube and I'm like, I like this person. I like this person. Like, how did they take off or how did they like kind of grow big? And I go back and look at their old videos and like, they had like a prop or they had like a lot of them, the majority of them had like puppets, a prop, something inanimate, like an inanimate object that they talk to or like a pet. It's so funny. It works really well on our psychology for whatever reason. So, oh wait, maybe I got social anxiety. Yes. And a lot of people do. Like there's a lot of introverts that are like just not extroverted. It's like you're heavy introvert, right? And you have trouble being an extrovert around people, but then you might perform well in small groups. So that's a Barnum statement, right? Like this is what they do, the Barnum statement. So. Oh, I get to stay home and not interact with people face to face. Yeah, I'm in. Yeah. Incorrect. I don't like socializing at all, but I have to because I'm human and this meat suit needs social interaction. Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? So they use their pets, these successful YouTubers. Yeah, like, I mean, that's why I'm like, I'll throw the cat into my videos because I'm like, whatever, people like animals, right? And I'm like, she's usually sitting on the bed behind me anyway. And a lot of people will comment and be like, oh, I've had a tuxedo cat. And they like get excited for the cat. So I'm like, okay, I'll just throw her into the video then once in a while. So like, people love the animals, right? And I'm like, she's a brat. Like, she's a horrible cat. She behaves very horribly. Okay. She can be sweet. But when she acts out, which is most of the time, she's very destructive. She's not a good cat. But, you know, I have to put up with her, right? What else am I going to do? You know, I'm not going to kick her out or anything. But I'm like, yeah, I want to get a Chihuahua, and I've been like thinking like I don't think I have the time to like raise it, and I work on videos and I work on all this stuff, and I don't think I have time to like take it out constantly and everything and train it properly. So, but maybe one day I'll get my Chihuahua. I've wanted a Chihuahua for a long time, so. Honestly, using the precious pets will get me a bit. Yeah, it gets me too. I like animals too, right? Yeah. Like my best friend, she just she got a Chihuahua. So her brother, his friend was going into rehab, and so he asked her to take care of his friend's Chihuahua. And so she got this little cute Chihuahua. He's very lovable, super adorable. And then the guy, though, unfortunately, he OD'd and, you know, he's gone. But now she has this like cute little Chihuahua. And every time she's sending me pictures and I'm talking to her on video, and I'm just like, I want to take your Chihuahua so bad. Like, he's so cute. Like, I just want to like smush him, you know, that like whatever, that cute aggression that you feel sometimes. He's very lovable. He's very cute. After I go to Bulgaria and get a new tooth, or get the new teeth, right? Yeah, you told me about that. I'm going to set up my YouTube studio and put my pets in my videos too. It works, man. Like, yeah, that's why Miss Kitty's my producer. I know. I'm like, I was thinking, you know what? I should put like I'm just joking on that intro thing, because like there's no Fat Kitty Productions. It's just a joke. But then I'm like, oh, what if like people think it's actually real? Or like, what if there actually is a Fat Cat Productions and I haven't looked it up because it's a joke and I get in trouble? So I'm like, I'm gonna now add like this is a joke, because I don't have a production company. I have a pug border terrier mix. Oh yeah, that's cute too. And 5 beautiful cats. Craigslist is best for free pets. It's hard to find like small, so I need small dogs because of like my fibromyalgia and I have degenerative discs and everything. And I had a 45-pound dog when everything hit my body when I got like sick badly, right? And he pulled on the leash and it would literally put me in bed for like a week. Like, so I had to downsize. I can only do 20 pounds or less. You can push it with maybe 25. So I've downsized. So I had Boston Terriers. I had 2 Shih Tzus that were mine that I trained. And I went through like a ton of dog training courses and stuff, like very crazy intense stuff. My one dog, I was going to actually set her up to be a therapy dog, because she was really good. She knew all the hand symbols and everything. She was very smart. But yeah, being able to train a Shih Tzu to follow your hand symbols and everything else, like it's a hard dog to train. So I think I can handle a Chihuahua. And if it's just me, it's easier. When you're like a one owner household, Chihuahuas integrate much easier. When you're with multiple people in the household, Chihuahuas can be a little bit tough, because they can get angry at people that aren't their person. So, me too. My dog is small, just fat from too many treats. Yeah, pugs get fat really easily, and I feel like the pugs, like I do find them adorable. But it's the same with like bulldogs. My friend who passed, my like one who was like a sister, she loved bulldogs. They were so fat, but they would beg, but they have like this cute face, right? The smushed in face. I don't know. Just give them treats. I haven't had a pet in over 20 years for various reasons. Yeah, like that's the thing. Like I miss having a dog, because cats are like, you know, when they want to give you love, they'll come to you. Whereas like dogs like love you, right? But it's like dogs, it's like, I just remember the house training, because I need a small dog. That was the point of my conversation. Sorry, side tangents, guys. Sorry. I need a small dog, and you can't find those. Like, you can't get them for free anywhere. There's no small dogs at the pounds. All the dogs that like people are trying to give away, all the dogs that have no home and need a home, are all like big dogs. They're like starting at like 40 to 50 pounds and up. And I'm like, I can't take a big dog, right? Like physically, I can't do it. So I have to buy one from a breeder. So I have to find like an ethical breeder, which is tough, right? Especially for certain breeds. You can find ethical breeders very easily for like Shih Tzus and stuff, but it's hard to find short hair dogs. I've noticed it's hard to find a good ethical breeder. long-haired small dogs are everywhere, but short hair, it's like, I don't know, I guess it's like a specialty in Ontario or something, because like it's so hard to find. We had to drive like 5 hours to get one of our Boston Terriers. This is when I was with my ex. To get one of our Boston Terriers, we had to drive to Niagara Falls. And then the other one, we had to drive north 2 hours. Like there was just, it was so tough. Our first one that we got was up north, and that was a more ethical breeder. I thought the one in Niagara Falls was ethical, but once we got her home, she had all these health issues, and she said she was dewormed, but she wasn't. It's like, and I'm the type, I'm not going to return a puppy, because especially if they're in that condition, I'm like, I'm not going to give them back to that person. I'll keep the puppy, right? I'll just pay for the vet bills. So it was a lot of work, and she had health problems, that puppy. So unfortunately, but she was super cute and lovable. I loved her. But the Shih Tzus, yeah, the Shih Tzus were easy. They're everywhere. Yorkies are everywhere. Like anything that's long hair, you can find ethical breeders all over the place. So, I can't walk her currently until I get the pain management implant in my spine, but my neighbor walks her for me. Yeah, that's really sweet. Yeah, and that's the thing, like when you get a Chihuahua, I've heard like that they don't have to go on very long walks, but I do like going on walks to the beach, but I think I can get like a backpacky thing or whatever, because if I get a little tiny teacup Chihuahua, then I can put them in like a purse, because that's what other people say they do too. So I've seen mini XL dogs, cute yet strange mix. Mini XL, what is that? I've seen like those like, I want a short hair because I owned 2 long hairs for like what, 10, no, probably longer than 10 years. And like the amount of work it is for long hair dogs, it's like constantly they were matted because I didn't have the funds or whatever to take them to a groomer, and like fighting them in the bathtub and cutting them myself. Like it was so annoying and stressful. So I'm like, I want a short hair. My Boston Terriers were great. Boston Terriers are amazing. They just fart really bad. So I'm just like, I don't want to get a fart dog again. Found my Havana brown kitty. Yeah, cats you can find all over. Yeah. And the only thing is like, I'm really tired of the litter box. So like when this cat goes, I'd rather just have a dog. The litter box is so gross. I hate litter boxes so much. XL bully breed, but bred to be smaller. Really? What does that look like? Let me see. XL, let's go XL bully breed. XL bully breed dog. Oh, yeah, I like these. How tiny are they? Like, are they super tiny, or are they just like, because these guys are strong. So they're like a tiny version. They kind of look like a tiny bulldog, yeah? That's the other one. Like, I honestly, I love Frenchies, and I was thinking about getting a Frenchie, but it's just some of their health issues. I'm trying to weigh like what my best options would be, right? Because like the best, most like clingy dog and lovable dog is Cavalier King Charles, but they all have like horrible heart issues and long hair, so you'd have to maintain it. So, like, I just want to go with tiny. A micro bully. They look like a bad Photoshop job. Look at they look like a frog. Look at they look like a frog. They honestly look like a frog. Oh yeah, they're still big. No, that's too heavy and big. They're strong. They're really strong. They would knock my back out. But look how close to the ground they are. They're like a frog or like a, what is it? There's like a, it's not a salamander. There's another thing. It's like, it's a lizard type thing. Kung Fu Panda micro bully. Oh my god. They look so weird. I do like weird looking dogs though. I just find them cute. They look so strange. But see that chest? That chest pulls when you're walking them. That hurts. Yeah, but dense. Yeah, an alligator. Yeah, they kind of look like an alligator too. All right. You want to? We'll watch a couple more minutes of this. I don't know.
Anyway, but I was saying that my life has not really changed at all because
Komodo dragon.
I'm
yeah.
not going to. I'm not going to the studio.
What have I done?
But my social life is exactly the same. Like this is how it is. And so what's weird is that because I realized I spent so much energy in my dance classes that I used to take, and they're gone, that I've been trying to find something like a way to let the energy out. And it's
she's like a show pony or a racehorse. She needs to be lunged.
Right. I'm like a horse. Did he just call me a horse?
Yeah, but I love that he used that. I love that he used that analogy because I've had horses. I rode
They're a
horses all
cute
my
couple.
life.
They are a cute couple. I like them. They're cute. Yeah.
And I used to have a lunge line, and I used to train my horse around that. So I totally understand what he's saying.
They lunged, right? They need.
Apparently, the breathing issues have been sorted out with this breeding. Really? Oh, that's surprising. I would love a Frenchie who didn't have breathing issues. We get really, really humid summers, and I remember my dog, my best friend who had the bulldogs, and the amount of like almost emergencies. Like there was a lot of close calls with her bulldogs because of our really humid summers. And I'm just like, I'd like a Frenchie, but I'm like, I remember all the stress that she went through during our summers. It was bad. So I'm just kind of like, I've always wanted a Chihuahua though, because Chihuahuas like live a really long time and they super bond with their owner. Like it's a crazy, like intense bond. So I still want a Chihuahua. Yeah. I want an axolotus. What the hell's that? Otis. Oh, this thing. Yeah, actually, that kind of, is that it? Because that kind of actually looks like that dog. Do you mean one of these? Because, yeah, it looks like that dog. Can you get these as a pet? They always look like they're smiling all the time. They always look like they're grinning. They're cool looking. I don't like anything in the water though. I don't know. I have a thing with water. The only thing I've ever wanted is I wanted a saltwater tank and I wanted to collect plants that grew in the saltwater because I find the plants very interesting. A Mexican salamander, is that what he is? They're cute though. Like, and they always look like they're smiling all the time. Yeah. Train your own water dragon.
I totally get it. So, okay, so Kelly, do you mind telling the story just briefly about how we met and the audition?
Sure.
And then we're going to get into School for Psychics.
So I did not realize I was even auditioning. You have to understand, Regis Kathy Lee had left the show, and Regis Philbin was looking. I guess they were looking to replace Kathy Lee.
Uh-huh.
Now, you recall, I loved Kathy Lee. I still do.
Wasn't Kathy fired?
And when she left, I vowed I would never watch.
They're native to Mexico City Lakes. Oh, okay, cool.
It's gone. The show is done.
We'd watch the show in the hair and makeup room of all my children.
Yeah.
ABC was always on because that was the network show.
And they made fun of me when she left, and I'm sobbing. Like her final show, I'm sobbing, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, Kelly's not going to make it."
I vaguely remember, wasn't she like fired for getting old or something? Like, wasn't it like, I thought there was some drama around that. This is going really far back though.
Anyway, so I wasn't supposed to be there the day you were there.
Oh.
There was supposed to be another actress there, but at the last minute, like the day before or 2 days before, her mother got sick. She couldn't be there. So they asked me as a last minute replacement
For the replacement.
to fill in for the replacement. So they were like, so somebody else was supposed to be there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So they asked me at the last second. And so there I am. Now, Mark and I had been trying for about 3 years to get pregnant, and we were having terrible luck. Terrible luck. So when we
Hey, welcome, your Thompson Queen.
finally did get pregnant with who would become Lola, we did not whisper a word of it to anybody because we were just so nervous to get our hopes up. And, you know, we didn't want to jinx it. We didn't want anything bad to happen. And, you know, we were one of those people, we waited until, you know, after the first trimester anyway, with Michael, our older son, like we didn't tell anybody until, so here I am, very newly pregnant. We had just found out, we were so excited, but very cautious. And you came on the show and they said, do you mind, it's psychic week around here, do you mind if a psychic gives you a reading? And I said, oh, sure. And then I was like, I don't believe in psychics, but sure, I'm fine with that. And so you came out and you said, I'm getting the letter D now. And you said, your grandmother is here. Her name begins with a letter D. Now, what you didn't know, but what I know.
Now, just keep in mind, when people like retell these stories, they're telling them based on what they remember. And believers like Kelly are only going to remember the hits. And we aren't being shown the footage of this. So we don't know any misses that happened. We don't know if Kelly gave away stuff. Like, so whenever these people tell stories, and I know some of them like show up in my comments too, that they're like, oh, well, how would this psychic know this about me? And it's like, well, you're not really telling the whole story because you don't remember. You don't remember the hits. You don't remember the little clues that you gave away the whole time. So that's the only, when you hear these stories, take them with a grain of salt because they're coming from like, it's called sitter misremembering and they only remember the hits. So I thought she left to care for her husband. I'll Google it. I could have sworn there was like some drama around that. Why did Kathy Lee leave Regis? To pursue her own music and acting career and spend more time with her family. I don't know. I swear there was like some news articles. Could have sworn that there was some drama around it. It's just, it was so long ago. Kelly fired back at Kathy Lee, who slammed Kelly's depiction of the late Regis Philbin in her new memoir, although she didn't read it. She's talking about how much she loves Kathy Lee, and then this happened. Okay, yeah. I remember that Kathy and Regis were like fighting or something. Kathy Lee Gifford, yeah, and Regis, they were like fighting or arguing or. I remember that there was something. Yeah, they weren't really friends. They didn't get along. Yeah, I'd have to go back and look at it because I could have sworn it was like they didn't get along with Regis. Regis was more the star of the show. And then it was like, I think she like accused them or something of like getting rid of her because she's getting too old or something. But I don't think that was true. It was just that was something she said. I think because I think there was some drama. I vaguely remember drama. And this goes way back. So like I'd have to dig back into some really old publications because I remember being in school and reading about this.
Was that her name was Esther, but all of her friends called her D. That was her nickname. But I said no because I was like, I'm just going to be accurate. And I said,
yeah, on this channel we do a lot of side tangents. So this happens.
No, I sort of went, no. And you said, is it an E like Esther? And now I'm stunned, but
I like don't believe that it was this specific. We'd have to dig up the footage.
But I thought, and this is, by the way, pre-Google. Remember, this is like before all of this.
And plus, you didn't know she was going to be on the show.
And you didn't know I was going to be on the show. So now you say Esther, and I say yes, and then you said she's telling me that you're going to have a baby. Now
Now I'm watching this. We lived in New Jersey at the time. I'm watching.
Yeah, they're at the age where they could be having kids. Like this is all just guesses, right? They're at that age where they could be having kids. Plus, also like some women, when they're pregnant, like some women can see it in women. Like you look different when you're pregnant. Your skin looks different. Like your physical appearance changes. So also Char might be good at spotting that. A lot of women are really good at spotting that. And it's just like a thing. So it's just a guess, right? Frodo. I don't know what you mean, Frodo. All right. Well, we've watched a bunch of this one, but I think like that pretty much summarizes my points anyways. You guys get the idea. And it's like, yeah, I haven't looked into every psychic that everyone sends me to and all that. But my point is like, you can open up any psychic's channel, any psychic's video, and just analyze this stuff and figure out what's wrong and like where they're cold reading, where they're hot reading, etc. Right? Dr. Phil copyrights everything. This one here, this is
psychic intuitive medium.
Oh my God, sorry. Loud. Jesus fucking Christ.
Shar Margolis. Now, Shar, now that we know the show will survive and it's going to be great, what about our marriage? Is that going to...
I feel really good about it. And I was picking up a couple spirits with Mark. So I feel like there's an A initial deceased, an A-N. It starts A-N, like Antonio or Anthony or something like that. Do you have someone like that? Or Anne? A-N?
Yeah, grandmother.
Your grandmother. It's Anna or Antoinette? I don't know the name, but it's A-N.
Yeah.
Anna? Okay. And then is there an M? An M? Is that M-A? Is it spelled M-A or M-I?
M is, again, like one of the
Is
easy
it Michael
guesses.
or Miguel or something like that?
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah, and the thing is, she knows them really well at this point, right? So, when did this show start? Just curious. Is the show still running? Okay, something's wrong with Google. It says that they started the show in 1983. That's incorrect. So, is the show still running? Is it canceled? When was this article? Okay, March 31st, 2025. Live with Kelly and Mark. The daytime series isn't closing its curtains, just its Upper West Side doors and finding a new home. Studio was previously located at 7 Lincoln Square, New York. The show will start filming at the new headquarters. Okay, so it's still on. I was just curious if it got canceled because this was like 2 years ago, so... Okay. Deborah's right. Let's have Lord of the Rings Marathon Extended Editions. Yeah, if only it was, it's all copyright, right? This makes me so happy. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. It started in 1983. No, there's no way. What? This is, wait, don't, really? How did it start in 1983? What? No, like it says 2018. No, Google's fucked up. It says 2018 was season 2. So 2017 or something was season 1. It goes season 2, No, Google's got it all fucked up. It's showing season 2, then season 4, then season 5, then season 6, season 7, and season 29. There's no season 1 and there's no season 3. So there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seasons. So Kathy Lee's hubby cheated on her. It was a scandal. Maybe that's what it was. I just remember that there was a scandal involving Kathy Lee. And I do remember that her and Regis, it was outed that her and Regis fought all the time, that they did not get along. But that makes sense because they were both very like bullheaded, strong personalities. And that's why I think Kelly Ripa and Regis worked a lot better, because you need that like a different, you can't be the same personality on a show together, you know? The main thing about psychic readings is that when the customer already wants to believe 80% of the work is all you've done. Yeah, exactly, James. Yeah. Yeah, the Regis show probably started in the 80s, but this is the live with Kelly and Mark. That only started a few years back, so. And these street readings are always like plants. Like Susan's done a lot of analysis on street readings too. They're always plants, are always a mess. There's a little puppy just chewing up his pee pad. You want to like stop that behavior and train your dog properly. I hate seeing stuff like this. I hate people that don't train their dogs. You're just letting her dog do it. Like it's like the pee pads are. If it was like something that a box or something, fine. But pee pads, like you need them to use them. So I'm just really picky about, like, my neighbors, their dogs are very loud and they bark all the time, and it drives me crazy because when I moved into this place, it was like the first time I'd have neighbors, and I had to train my Shih Tzus to not bark when they heard noises, and I used a clicker and I trained them. It only took like a few weeks. It was really, really quick. So, but also I trained my Shih Tzus my one was a puppy, my other was a rescue. And my rescue was the most well-behaved one because she was just happy for being rescued. Because I rescued her, she was rescued from a backyard breeder, right? So it was rough on her, but she was a sweetheart. Anyway, yeah, these are all like the standard stupid psychic crap. Oh yeah, what's her following on here? 12K. Yeah, it looks like her YouTube is like the lowest one. Instagram's 9,000. Her X is 7K. She has 100 members on Patreon. I wonder. Yeah, they're all paying members because there's no free option. So that's interesting. There's $10 a month or 25. So like, was 10 times 100, that's 1,000, like minimum $1,000 a month she's making just off Patreon. And probably more because she's got that other package too. Hey Julie, never got a notification. Yeah, the notifications have been a little bit buggy. Like last weekend, they were very buggy. I thought that I ran out of notifications. No, I think it was last Tuesday or something like that. And like YouTube was actually having problems. So I think that they're doing something in the back end because the notifications have been very buggy. She's old school. Yeah, Char's like, this lady's doing old school, like cold reading. I'm not surprised that John Edward learned from her. I can see it. I can see it. Sylvia Brown did a little bit of cold reading, but honestly, Sylvia Brown just made shit up. Like, she was just like making shit up off the top of her head, and her abrasive personality kind of sold it. It's so dumb. Yeah, YouTube there's something, I think they're working on something in the back end, because anytime like there's like different Reddit groups and a Discord stuff I'm in with like other partner creators, and just when I start seeing a lot of complaints about things, like they're complaining about stuff that's going on with their videos, I'm like, okay, YouTube must be fixing some shit in the back end or messing with some things in the back end. So the notifications aren't working for the lives now. Oh, great. Yeah, and the lives kind of suck too for like visibility. Once it's done, it doesn't really show up in the algorithm. That's why I'm like, for the dips, it's better for me to pull it into its own video, because that gets actually pushed into the algorithm, whereas the lives don't. They get pushed into like the subscribers page, but not the algorithm. She Sylvia Browned it. Yeah. Right. All right. Was there any other psychics? We went through a lot today. It's fun just kind of like, whatever, fucking around and looking at some psychics lightly. I can like Google, I don't know. This is what I did last time for that one video. I'm like, I just put in psychic reading and grabbed some psychic readings to do. Yeah, that Aphrodite guy. That thing, tarot is just, it's so Barnum effect. So like, yeah. Matt Frazier, cannot stand his voice. There's a lot of tarot readers, and honestly, I don't think that I would do any deep dive on tarot readers, because really it's just Barnum statements, right? Unless there's like, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of gross that this guy is doing true crime stuff and things like that. I don't like that when people do that shit. But this week I'm going to try to work on hoping to get it done, because my mom is coming back from the rehab next Monday, not this one coming up, the one after. So I'm trying to get like a good video, a good like deep dive video done for you guys for next Saturday, because the week after, I don't know what's going to happen and if my schedule is going to be all messed up. So I'm working on one. Hopefully I can like get it all sorted. But the plan is, there is a paranormal investigator who is really heavily getting involved in true crime stuff. And he goes out to locations that have had like a crime, an unaliving or whatever it might be. And he uses the ITC devices like the spirit box and crap to change the narrative and make shit up. And then he has another channel that he then posts videos, and he kind of like posts the narrative of that video based on what the ITC devices did and said. And like, he just, I don't know, it's really scummy what he's doing. And I know he's a big creator and a lot of people like him, but like, I just find it very scummy what he's doing. It's true crime stuff. It's also things involving children. Like, he does that a lot. He covers that a lot. And like, there's survivors still out there of these situations, and it's just fucked up what he's doing. He tried to get his audience to fund a trip so he could go investigate a ring, a CSA ring from like the 80s. And he was like trying to raise $100,000 to go do this investigation that would be done with fucking ITC devices, which are like not scientific. Yeah. And yeah, I know he's a big creator, and I don't even know he'll like see my video. I'm not expecting him to, but if he does, then I'm sure I'll get a shitstorm down on me, but whatever. So I'm trying to like I'm trying to organize it, because he's got two channels. One's like paranormal based and one is conspiracy based. And he like makes these videos of conspiracy stuff based on his stupid ITC devices. Like, it's so gross. So I don't know how I'm going to lay out the video yet. I got to figure it out, but there's a lot of clips and like a lot of videos and stuff. And the research team has helped me like pull out videos too, to clip and talk about. So I don't know. I don't know if I should just focus on it, because there's other people that do it too, but I feel like maybe I should throw a couple people in at the end. Maybe I'll throw a couple psychics or something, a couple like just YouTubers that get involved in this true crime stuff or something. Throw that in at the end. I don't know. But anyways, that's what I'm going to try to work on for this week. It'll be like more of a deep dive, and hopefully I can gather up everything and just kind of do like it's like a deep dive into his content and like an opinion piece, because I just think it's like scummy to do that stuff. I think it's especially scummy to rewrite the story based on your stupid ITC devices. That's so dumb. I gave psychic readings to random strangers online. Okay. Who's this chick? How many followers does she have? Lizard people made the earth flat. Yeah, he's got some of that crap. 33K. Supercharge your intuition. There's so many psychics and shit on YouTube, man. I swear. Her name is Karen. Oh, her name is Karen. Remember when Uri Geller went to Australia to help find a child, accomplished nothing, and went home? Just wanted the publicity. Yeah, exactly. He went knowing full well he was of no use. Yeah. Like, that's it. It's just, they're just chasing fame. So it's so stupid. Teresa, big hair. I swear to God, the big hair. Oh, Mystery Archives just did a video with Into the Fog with Peter and I believe Tape Library. I think it aired on Peter's channel. So Into the Fog with Peter Laws. Go check out that video. It's all of them did like a collaboration. They're all excellent channels just for storytelling. They're really good channels. Very entertaining. This lady's doing remote viewing, which is so dumb. Oh God, did I tell you guys? Oh, where is it? Hold on. If I can find this article. I think it was CNN or was no, I think it was Fox News. Fox News, CIA, Ark of Covenant. Hold on, let me see if I can find this fucking thing. Okay, it was Fox News reported on this, right? CIA used psychic to locate Ark of the Covenant, unclassified document claims. Okay. So this is the CIA Stargate program that was a failed psychic program that they found like the people weren't psychic and none of it was working. And so they closed down the program. But Fox News decided, I don't know why this is coming up so much lately, and I am working on a video, but also working on an article, and the research team is helping me look at all the studies and everything and the meta studies that came after. But like people are quoting this like failed program this year. Like people are going nuts with it, and I don't know why it's like so popular right now. It was unclassified like a long time ago, and suddenly people give a shit about it. But it's so funny because they talk about they show like the pictures that the person drew, like what they saw. They saw an arch, they saw a brick wall, they saw like this little like designed, column, whatever. I think that's supposed to be the desert or something. And then a tank. Like these are the drawings. Oh, here, right here. And then they talk about like seeing people that were dressed in like all covered and everything like that. Like to locate the ark, but we know it's an old warehouse in a wooden crate, right? And so like, oh yeah, and then the seraphims that lock the ark and all this crap. Like the person literally was like pulling stuff out of the Indiana Jones movie. Like, cause that's around the time like this stuff went on. Right. It's just funny because Fox News decided to report on it. I just find it hilarious that this is in the news right now. Like why? This isn't real. Like, and they're trying to report it as if the CIA like found it, but didn't find it. It's so dumb. So stupid. Oh God. What is all this? Yeah, this is all over the place. This lady, I mean, we could probably look into her. She's like, there's so many of them, man. Like, I don't even know. There's so many psychics to keep up with. But we did cover a lot today, and I do want to do some deep dives into like, out of everyone that we looked at, what do I want to do a deep dive on next? Like Char might be an interesting one to do a deep dive on because she was John Edward's mentor. This guy here, though, like honestly, this one is This guy was really scummy. This is the worst of all of them that we looked at today, I think. He's the most offensive one. Yeah, I feel like this lady is too slow. I'm getting bored watching her. I don't know. I think this guy might be a good deep dive to do. I think probably Char and that other guy. Those are probably the two best ones to do a deep dive on. Because we could deep dive on this lady because this is his wife, right? We can deep dive on both of them together. Any updates on the Oprah clones? No, not yet. We're waiting to see Oprah at the grocery store. Clearly nothing happening with the economy, eh, Fox? Yeah. Derek Akora getting exposed. Yeah, that's the thing with Derek Akora. It's just I can't play any clips. Like everything's like super copyrighted. Awesome. Fingers crossed for a Char deep dive. Yeah, Derek Akora's hilarious. Yeah, and I wanted to do a dive into the people that taught Ed and Lorraine Warren. I have that psychic's name. I got to do a little bit of research into her and see if I have enough to do an episode on her too. So, but we've been streaming for a while, so I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna make some dinner and stuff, and then start like organizing my notes on that paranormal investigator that I want to do a deep dive on for this next week. So, when he used the name that was pre-planted for him to find, for Derek Akora, yeah, Derek is like he's so bad. He was so obviously bad. Like it's just so funny. Like people took him seriously, you know. And him and what's the name of the other host? Like them trying to compete for camera time all the time was really hilarious to watch. They were always funny. All right, but yeah, I'm gonna end here. I'm hungry. I need some food. But I will talk to you guys later. Oh, Tuesday, we'll still do a stream on Tuesday. I haven't decided what we're gonna do. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Like we could go through stuff too on stream. We could do something like this. I don't know. If we're just looking at random psychic stuff, we could, I just need a list. I need a list of more psychics, I guess. I gotta start making a list of everyone. And everyone send me your psychics that you want looked at. So, all right. Yes. Have a good night. Thank you guys for stopping by. I will talk to you on Tuesday next. That's when we'll go live next. All right. Yes. Have a good one. All right. Have a good night, guys. Let me just bring up the OBS. Oh my God. OBS. Okay. Thank you. Oh my God. My stomach's growling. Did you guys hear that? Okay. I'm going to talk to you guys